there?
It didn't auto start. It's only. Remember? They go live. We're on now. We're on now.
Hey guys, can y'all hear us? Can y'all see us?
We're on
now?
live now.
Oh, whoops.
Apparently we're
We'll
here
do it
now.
live. We'll
We
do
just
it
had a
live.
whole
Are we good?
intro.
What just happened?
Hello?
It's okay, guys. We just had
Ben,
a
can
whole
you confirm
intro.
that we're good now?
It says we're live. Okay,
Now it's
Now it's
started.
started.
Okay.
Perfect.
We
Well,
have
welcome back to this episode of Met Monday. We just went through the whole intro without you guys, so I guess we'll go through it again. But we got an absolute heater of a Met Monday coming. I apologize for the lack of being live, apparently. We thought we were live.
Guys, we just had a whole intro.
Yeah, and it was a great one, and you're going to love it. We're going to go through the whole thing again. It's a great Met Monday. Every day is a great Met Monday because it's Met Monday. Of course, we've got Adrian back here as our fourth panelist tonight. He won't be here every single week, but we got him again for a second week. He drove another 2 hours down here and back later on tonight to be here with us. So a huge shout out to Adrian. And again, it's a special edition of Met Monday. And I say again, like you heard me the first time, you didn't. Matter of fact, it's a very special edition of Met Monday because it's Taylor's birthday. And I was going to have a confetti cannon, but I was like, I don't want to clean that up.
Yeah, I don't
but
wanna clean that
so no confetti cannon, but it is Taylor's birthday. So I want to see a million happy birthdays
Tell
in the
her
chat
happy
for
birthday.
Taylor. And I said this a minute ago.
Tell
and I
her.
was like, where are all the happy birthdays at? You guys didn't hear us. So
Yeah.
anyway, we got an absolute heater of a Met Monday coming, including an exclusive interview with the Pooch, Matthew Cappucci. We're going to be talking about eclipses, weather misinformation, mumbo hail, and we're probably going to end up asking him about his Waffle House order because
Absolutely.
you got to when you have Matthew Cappucci on the show. So we got a lot of awesome stuff coming, including education, fun, games, the whole nine. So I know we're a couple minutes behind now because we did the intro without everybody, but let's go through a quick reintroduction in the panel. My name's Will Bratton. I just got my degree from Mississippi State University, and I'm doing my thesis and master's there right now. And I'll let you guys go down the line.
Hello, I'm Taylor. Yes, it is my 22nd birthday today. If anybody has the same birthday, please say so in the chat. I've never met anybody with my birthday. Anyways, I'm Taylor. I also just graduated Mississippi State, and I am also here at grad school.
I am also here at grad school. My name is Lorian. I am the same way. I just graduated in May, and now I'm here doing my thesis master's at Mississippi State University.
Hi, so I'm Adrian Rakahan. I've been a storm chaser for 7 years. I have a beautiful baby boy. He is 3 years old, and I just love weather. I love being here for it, and I enjoy doing this.
Adrian and I have some cool plans coming up pretty soon, including Ben, who's in the studio. You guys will see Ben in a little bit.
He's in timeout right now.
He is in timeout for not having us go live. You guys don't get to see his face yet. He's in the corner right now. He's actually staring at the corner of the studio in the other room. So we'll let him out eventually. But Adrian and Ben and I have some cool things coming, including potentially one of the first ever broadcasts for nationwide coverage while we're storm chasing. So Ben will be in the back seat producing the broadcast. I'll be doing the coverage from the front seat, and Adrian will be driving us around, and we'll be covering the weather around the nation while we're also storm chasing. It's an idea. It's not something fully set in stone, but I can almost guarantee you that we're going to do it in some facet. So it should be a lot of fun. Really excited for that. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into Around the Nation, our next segment where we're going to discuss the weather going on around the United States and actually in Canada tonight, right now. So let's get right into that. All right, around the nation, there is going to be a decent amount going on. Now, it looks like, where are we looking at right now? Oh, okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, close out and get back in.
Yeah, we're just going to close this. We have some cool files loaded up to show you guys in the Met classroom. This is going to be some cool stuff. Ben, you can just click on any warning you feel like. And we can just go around and talk about what's going on. One thing that is going on tonight is a tornado risk in southern Manitoba in the tall grass prairie down there in southern Manitoba in Canada. Again, that is going to be something to watch and something that's really, it should be going on right about now, actually. So obviously we're hoping for the best there. We're hoping that there aren't any significant tornadoes or anything to worry about. But we do have a discrete supercell mode that's going to be possible throughout large parts of the northern plains, again, up and through the tall grass prairie in southern Manitoba, where there's definitely going to be a corridor of tornado potential. I also think we could see some of Cappucci's favorite, some mumbo hail, later on tonight as well. We are going to have... Sorry?
I said I think you could say my favorite now too.
Yeah, you could say that. You could say
Y'all,
that.
I'm studying hail in grad school.
Yeah, she's doing a thesis on hail.
On hail. That's all we
Yeah.
know right now.
Armored truck. She's gonna spawn in an armored truck with federal money, and she's gonna drive it directly into the hail core. But we could see some mumbo hail. We got a couple of instances in North Dakota right now with a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. I'm assuming those are going to be for golf ball size hail. If you hover over those those thick warning polygons, Ben, on the map, it should say, yep, golf ball size hail on that one. I'm assuming the one to the north is the same. Yep, golf ball size hail. So we've already got golf ball size hail going on, and those mid-level lapse rates were looking to be well above 8 degrees Celsius per kilometer when I was looking at it this morning. So we could definitely see some pretty solid large hailstones out there. There's plenty of moisture as well in the hail growth zone of -10 Celsius to -30 Celsius. So definitely a lot of potential for some larger hailstones, especially for any storms that can remain discrete. There is a lot of potential for them to remain discrete because you got about 30 to 40 knots of good bulk shear that should help keep those storms well organized. So definitely a concern out there in North Dakota and then up into like southern Manitoba, maybe southeastern Saskatchewan as well. So a decent amount going on around the country in terms of severe weather tonight. Obviously, we won't be covering it in full because we're here on Met Monday, of course. Every Monday, we're going to be here 7 p.m., so make sure that you are tuning in. Ben, if you want to pull up the outlook for the next couple of days, it has been at least a little bit calmer. And I say that with a big asterisk. Because it's like the second you say quiet, it creeps up on you.
You can never say the Q word.
Exactly. That's what they say.
Everything's gonna blow up.
But we have, count them, 5 different slight risk zones in the United States today. And now there's not anything super, super major. You're going to see one out here east of Boise, out here in eastern or southeastern Iowa. And then Idaho, excuse me. Idaho, yes, in Iowa, the great Pacific Northwestern state of Iowa. See, now I'm just flipping them. And then we have our other slight risk zones back on through the central and into the northern plains, even the northwestern Midwest, if you would call that part of Minnesota the Midwest. I think it's kind of the cutoff. Essentially around Fargo there. So, and that's all associated with the same severe weather pattern that's going to be bringing severe weather down towards the tall grass prairie in southern Manitoba, like I've said like 10 times at this point. There's also the risk of some more severe weather down on the Gulf Coast and on the East Coast. So we could have some stronger gusty winds out there. And I think on the East Coast, they did outline a 2% tornado risk as well. I think there will be a decent waterspout potential as those storms begin to make their way offshore. And I think, Ben, if you zoom out, outside of the northern plains, that should be the only tornado risk on the map. So here's our other 2% tornado risk, kind of just between Bismarck and Fargo out here in eastern North Dakota, maybe parts of northwestern Minnesota. And again, I think that greatest risk is actually going to be just north of the border, closer to around Winnipeg. So definitely an area to watch for tonight. And we have some viewers from the Winnipeg area. So obviously our thoughts are with them. We hope that you don't get Dorothy out by a tornado. That's obviously the worst case scenario and obviously never what we want to happen. And obviously it sucks that we can't be covering it, but we do get to have some fun here on Met Monday, and there's a lot of great local folks who will cover all sorts of weather even when we're here on Met Monday. So make sure that you're always tuning in to your local National Weather Service offices and also your local meteorologists. They do a good job. They get a lot more hate than they deserve.
Everybody delete your Apple Weather app.
Yeah, if you have the Apple Weather
not
app, I don't know what
useful.
you're doing
It is
at this
not
point.
useful.
Throw your whole phone out.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Have you ever thought about doing that, like while on a storm chase? Just like throw your phone, start the recording, and just throw your phone at the tornado, see what happens?
That's kind of funny.
I figured you would have. That sounds like the most Adrian coded thing.
When radar doesn't update, it's useless.
You know what? You make a good point.
You just
You make a
look
good
at it with
point.
your eyeballs.
And I'll tell you, when we talk to Matthew Cappucci in a little while, I can guarantee you that he can confirm that there are a lot of issues in terms of reception when you're dancing in a hail core.
Oh, yeah.
You know, all that ice is a great reflector of energy and radiation, and obviously that is what our phones use. So when you have a giant ice blanket above your head of a hail core, your phone, it no worky. It doesn't work very well. So. But yeah, that's about everything that's going on around the nation and in Canada tonight. Of course, had to bring in our Maple folks into the conversation tonight with the tornado risk out there. So that's going to wrap up around the nation. The next segment coming up is going to be our Met Classroom, where we're going to be talking about a very exciting topic. And I'm not going to spoil it, but it has to do with streets made of clouds. Let's get right into it. Alrighty, we are going to be getting on into horizontal convective rolls. Welcome to the Met Classroom. We have meteorologists and storm chasers sitting here on this panel, and we're going to teach you about some stuff that maybe you already knew about, but you may not have. Some cool stuff in weather, and this week's topic is a very fun one because it
Y'all didn't see that.
it creates a very cool phenomena known as cloud streets, or at least it can create that phenomena. And that is essentially where you get these parallel clouds that just line up. It looks like a bunch of different streets in parallel lines of clouds. They look really cool. Taylor, take us away.
I just don't even know how to explain them, but I feel like Lorian could give a better explanation on this because she did more research earlier.
I did. So I have 2 graphics that we can show, and I also took some notes. I prepared for y'all. So, Ben, you can pull up either the satellite imagery or the radar, whichever one you have on hand. Yeah. Just grab whichever one of those you want. So right here.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. So I found
HCR action.
Very evident example here. So this is over.
Look at Alabama.
Yeah, this is over the southeast. I believe you can see in just a second. You can see all the convection going up where there was some thunderstorms firing off. But I believe this is May 14th or March 14th, 2024. So literally just a random day. But you can see all those they look like wrinkles, almost a little wrinkly lines that are just kind of moving over North Mississippi into Alabama. Those are your horizontal convective rolls. They look really cool, and Ben, you could probably even find a picture after
It's
we
more
show
in
these
North
images.
Alabama. Ben.
Yeah, North Alabama. Look at those. I mean, they look like you drop a stone in a pond. You know, they look like ripples.
So this is in particular centered around Huntsville. Really, you can all those are going to be your cloud rolls. So yeah, and like I said, you can see those big where the rolls are getting interrupted by the clouds coming up. Those over thunderstorms are firing off.
It's cool. Something I actually didn't notice when I looked at this GIF loop before. I'm glad you chose this one. You can actually see the shadow of the anvil from some of those convective storms dropping over, especially at the end of this loop. Look at that shadow in Alabama. And you can see just that anvil casting a shadow over the cloud streets. That's really cool stuff.
That's super cool. And if you want to show the radar loop, these are also, they can be visible in radar. Not every time. But this particular time, I believe, was July 24th, 2017. I think it's going to be pretty close to the Detroit Metro. As soon as he gets that pulled up, you'll see. Yeah,
we'll show it on radar. They can't always be detected on radar. You have to be pretty close to the radar unit because these happen at very low levels in the atmosphere. So essentially, these are essentially just rotating columns of horizontal tubes, I should say, not columns, of air. And it's also kind of a fundamental principle when we talk about mesocyclones and how they ingest these horizontal tubes of air, and that's how they get their original spin. This is a really cool example. I'll let you take it away.
If you click on the play button, you can see it. But yeah, like Will said, you can't see them on radar every time. In fact, I did try to find the radar loop for the ones
that's a really cool loop
that I saw in Huntsville. And there is a radar in Huntsville, but I couldn't, they just wasn't on radar that day for whatever reason. But this is a really good example of Detroit. Like I said, I didn't look outside of I found the date and I found the radar loop. So I'm not really sure what the weather looked like this day, but obviously you can see it kind of looks like, I don't know how you would really explain it. The weird pixels that look out of place that aren't black, they just pop up as it would look like birds or something on radar. This is what we normally would look for.
Right.
But it's just low level. Since they're so close to the ground, they're popping up and they're registering on the radar because that center piece where there's no pixels where it says KDTX, that is the radar site.
Yeah.
And that beam is so low to the ground there. In fact, it's not catching the outer portions of it because it's so close to the ground.
When you zoom out, you can see all these north to south oriented lines that just look so cool. Look at that. The start of this loop has the coolest frame.
Yeah. You can see them physically.
Right there.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see them as they make their way out as well. So yeah, that's a really good, and like we said, they're not evident every single time. Sometimes you can almost always see them on satellite, but seeing them on radar is a bit more of a rare artifact. So this is, I'm honestly really happy with this one. I can't believe I found this one.
This is a great
This is a
pull.
sick one, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. This is a really cool pull.
HCRs are good for severe weather if you want to see severe weather. So obviously we don't want to see severe weather because we don't want it to hurt anybody. But the weather weenies in us want to see it not hurting anybody, of course. So we like seeing HCRs because it means that we're probably going to get some severe weather later on in the day, if all the other ingredients are there, of course.
Right. They can be a telltale sign. A lot of times, if that motion in these HCRs is enhanced, essentially, so essentially when air moves, right, if it's moving faster, the pressure has to drop as a result. And so, or at least in many cases, it doesn't have to per se, but in a general sense, a lot of times the pressure will drop. And so you can get that cloud essentially that's able to condense, like at the top of your tube of rotating air. And so what you're seeing, each of these clouds, these north to south parallel lines you're seeing on this loop here, is you are seeing these clouds you're getting the top of the tube, right? So you have this tube that's rotating like my arm here. And at the top of the tube, you lower the pressure and you're just high enough. You have just enough moisture where you condense a little cloud. And then the tube next to it, like right here, that tube at the same deal at the top of that tube, that's where you get the cloud. And so you get these giant streets along these big horizontal tubes. And again, these are an important ingredient for mesocyclones to ingest. And I know, Adrian, you can talk about from a storm chaser's perspective, like kind of what goes through your mind. Like when you see an HCR, does that change anything about your day? It might not, but does it change the way that you're scheduling your chase on the day? Does it tell you anything?
Really quickly, Ben, do you want to Google a cloud street picture? That way we can like show. I mean, we've been looking at the radar loop, but I feel like it might be also just it's really cool to see
Make
if you've
sure
never
it's
seen it before.
royalty free, copyright free.
Yes.
Put that filter on Google.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Adrian.
No, you're fine. Usually when I see HCRs, I'm looking for them in the morning pre the severe weather event. And it's a really good sign that your air mass is already moderately sheared. That's the biggest signal. And usually it's because in the morning, they usually burn off more towards the afternoon as you start, getting more unstable. There's usually some sort of inversion above it that kind of keeps these storms or these clouds from being able to build and condense. It's usually well mixed. So, but it's really good in the morning to know your shear is already there in a severe weather setup. If I see this when I wake up in the morning around 9, 10 a.m., I'm usually pretty happy with what I'm seeing.
Yeah, you know what? One thing I would not be happy seeing is if I woke up and I had shingles, because that's what Brady just said. Stormcat 5, Brady Harris in the chat just said, "I think I might have shingles." I just had to read that out because
I thought this was an ad. I thought you were.
No. We see a lot of you guys in the chat. By the way, seeing so many familiar faces. Great to see everybody tuning in, even if you're just here for the pooch, who we're going to be talking to in just a little bit. But it's great to see everybody. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody.
I do see y'all in the chat saying. I do see y'all in the chat saying that my mic is super low, so I'm gonna try and get closer to it. So y'all let me know if it's working.
Yeah, you might just need to project. You got to be like me, super, super loud.
Yeah, you're just loud.
Unfortunately, I just can't help it. I'm just very loud. That's just one of the artifacts of the way that I exist. Okay, we might have an image that we're gonna pull apparently off of Reddit here to show you guys what cloud streets can look like. Look at this.
That's not really
cloud streets, but I don't know what that is. It's very cool.
That looks like a contrail from a cloud.
Yeah.
It could be a contrail.
Potentially a contrail.
And it's like some like cirrus level mammatus almost going on there.
It almost looks
very interesting.
You know what it almost looks like? It almost looks like a fall streak hole, but in a line.
Kind of the same concept, though.
Yeah.
You can see
that's what
it's
it looks
very
like.
stable air up there. You can tell with how dry it is.
I think it has to be a contrail. I think
you're right. It looks like a plane that went through.
It looks like moisture cut through those clouds. That's why you're seeing that street in there.
It looks like
a
plane went through a level of altostratus clouds, and the ice that was up in the atmosphere on those altostratus clouds. So those are just cirrus clouds, actually.
Those are cirrus clouds that are oriented like cloud streets.
Yes.
Still same concept.
Guys, we're going to give Ben a little bit of grace.
Yeah. Ben is not a meteorologist. He is doing very good. He is finding us good clouds, just not exactly the clouds that we're talking about.
Jamie, can you go back to the original?
Jamie.
That's also not cloud streets, but those are very pretty.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the first GIF that she had of the March 14th radar site? I want to show something really cool.
The satellite imagery?
Did we not send in our picture?
Over Alabama and Mississippi.
I didn't have one.
Yep.
So you can tell the environment is sheared because you can see the upper levels or like you can kind of tell it's higher up, moving more southwest and northeast. And you can see if you look kind of past it a little bit, you can see the air mass moving from the south down in southern Mississippi below it. So you can see the environment is well sheared, and that's what allows it to organize into those rolls.
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
This is a very, very cool piece of satellite imagery.
And you can also see in southern Mississippi, you see how it's kind of burning off. You can tell that's a much more unstable air mass moving into the region, and that's why you're getting thunderstorm development at the end.
Seems like it was some sort of a surface frontal mechanism. It seems like the way the convection is oriented, like some sort of a sweeping cold front maybe, and that's pretty normal in Mississippi, especially in like the spring, fall, and even the winter months, especially. Yeah. I'm nerding out so badly about the anvil casting a shadow on the HCRs.
I found this. I went on Twitter and I looked up HCR, and then I saw a date. I was like, great. let's run with it. And I was like, wow, wait,
Yeah.
this is good. This is great.
This is like the
so
most
cool.
perfect
This
example.
this is awesome. Yeah, I'm glad I stumbled upon this one. This
Me too.
This rocks.
You killed it with that, Lorian, and that's going to bring us to the end of our Met Classroom segment. Again, we were talking about horizontal convective rolls, or HCRs, a meteorological phenomena that creates these cloud streets, really unique stuff, and always stuff that us as meteorology nerds like to look at, even if it means nothing to the average person. It means a
the
lot to
normal
us.
person.
So it better mean a lot to you guys because you're here for Met Monday. We got an awesome segment coming up. We're getting into our first mini game of the day. We're going to be playing Guess the Imposter. Met mini game
Again.
coming up next. All right, we're back and we're passing out some
Yep.
boards.
We're
What
also
is
dropping
up?
them in the floor.
What is up, Monday chat? You guys did not.
He's out of timeout.
Ben has been let out of timeout, guys. Oh, I just broke your board.
There's no Warren Bossing say. There was
Oh,
no.
no, that's broke.
There was no mistake at
The
the beginning
holder.
of stream. Okay. Big Brother's watching.
So these are just breaking.
Just push the eraser into it.
Where did you get these from?
That's what a degree gets you. Right?
Walmart?
All right.
What's
These
what's,
kinda
what's
suck.
wrong with that? All
All right.
right.
So
Ben,
while
explain the game.
yeah, absolutely. So while they are getting the whiteboards ready, we're gonna be doing Guess the Imposter, but a little bit differently. So this round, everyone gets asked a question, except the imposter is given a different question that is similar. Everyone writes their answer to the question on the whiteboard, and they will present their answer. It is everyone's job to justify their answer and defend themselves from being the imposter. When everyone feels confident in who is the imposter, everyone will take a vote. The imposter isn't voted out, they win. Any questions, hosts?
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you.
I didn't listen to a single word of that, but I know how to play.
So I
Okay, so
yeah,
can you start over from the beginning?
Can you actually say all that again?
I think I'm good.
Anything
Yeah.
you need to know,
Right.
I need you to tell me again.
Oh, so you're texting us.
Well, I'm DMing. Well,
Yeah, he's going to text each of us the question.
While I'm pulling this up, I just want to let you know we had a very obscure error in OBS, and that's why it didn't work. We started streaming, and then OBS was like, "You're not streaming."
Nah, no justifying. You're fired.
What?
Wrap it up.
I'm trying
Nobody
to appeal.
likes you.
I'm trying to appeal to the
am I
masses.
going?
so I
I'm
don't
kidding.
get
We love
fired.
Ben. Ben does such an incredible job
Yeah.
for us. I already gave
Guys-
him too much credit last time. It went to his head. I'm playing.
Guys, Ben invited me to his birthday party, and I'm just letting y'all know I met Ben a week ago.
True,
He also-
Ben's birthday
he also
is coming up, by
invited
the way.
me.
His birthday party is next weekend.
Wait,
Guys,
can we
please
can we
don't invite
can we
everybody
send the
to my
evite to
birthday.
chat? Can
Please
we
don't
drop
do
the
that.
evite in chat?
put the invite in the chat.
No.
Everybody's coming to Ben's birthday party.
Everybody.
I can't feed that many people, dude.
Dude, the hangout can't park that many people.
True. They can't park
Ducks.
everybody to begin with. Okay, so I sent everybody the question.
Oh, I didn't get a notification because you're on my Discord. There we go.
Yeah.
Got it. All right,
So,
I got my question.
Don't look at each other's answers. We're gonna flip them around at the same time so that we can show them off. Whenever everybody's ready, we're gonna flip them around, and then you'll justify each
Write it pretty
answer.
large, by the way.
Oh shoot.
And Will, just to be sure, I do tell y'all what the question was, just as a reminder, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so once we flip the boards around, we're all going to read our answers. And then Ben is going to reveal what the real question is. So we don't know right now if we're the imposter. We're going to find out if we're the imposter
Yeah.
when Ben reads the question off to everybody.
Okay. I think we're just waiting on Adrian, and then we'll get into it.
He's a slow writer.
Write faster,
guys.
bro. Get it together.
He's writing a whole paragraph over there.
Thank y'all for the happy early birthdays
Capucci's
in
in
the
chat
chat.
saying he needs a password.
Capucci needs a password.
Knock, 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 knock.
The pooch.
I will send him the password while we're waiting for Adrian to finish his manifesto or whatever.
I think he's writing the
Adrian,
Declaration of
you're writing a
Independence.
novel, bro.
I didn't go to college. No, it's hard for me to spell. I'm sorry.
Oh, spell.
Hey,
Okay,
it's
I
that
thought you
North
were gonna
Mississippi
say, like,
education.
you had to write a lot, and I was like, dude, this should be like a one word. This guy's the imposter. It's Adrian.
Right.
Vote him.
Okay, we ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, we just go one by one,
No, I think all,
No,
all
at the same time.
but we gotta say the word separately.
Oh
Otherwise-
yeah, let's,
we all
sorry,
scream
sorry.
the word.
One by
Is it
one.
word? Yeah, it doesn't have
I mean,
to
it
be
doesn't
one
have to be
word.
one word.
We'll go
All right,
one
look,
by one.
We'll just go down the line.
Yeah.
Flooding.
EF5 tornado.
I also said flooding.
Streamwise vorticity current.
So I think we
might be Adrian.
It might be Adrian.
Adrian,
Okay, so
walk
the
me through your thought process.
The question was, what is the most dangerous weather phenomena?
Streamwise vorticity currents.
So expound upon that.
You see,
Tell me more. Where's Jake
Tell me
Reed?
more.
so
Walk me
listen.
through this.
When you see this ramping up, especially when it's large, right, in these extremely moist environments, you know you're about to get a big time tornado when the inflow tail is very,
I'm ready
very
to vote.
visible.
Yeah, right.
I'm not listening to this waffling, bro.
Think about in Dixie. Think about in Dixie when you have these large rain wrapped tornadoes. What do you usually see? Huge inflow tails, that ground scraping that are just flowing into the.
And so
All
you
right.
think of every.
Hey, so
together.
what was your question?
Keep it together.
What was your?
I'm ready to vote.
I'm
Yeah,
ready to vote.
it's Adrian.
Dang.
3, 2, 1. Adrian.
Yeah, it was
Was it
Adrian.
just you?
It was,
It was Adrian.
Okay.
What was your question?
If one of you was also the imposter, that would have made me so mad.
it was what was my favorite weather phenomenon?
You could, bro.
Well,
you
no,
vote.
it's my favorite thing to think about,
All
like
right.
when I'm doing it.
Ball.
You're weird, bro. My favorite weather phenomenon. It's not lightning or tornadoes. It's
Streamwise
vorticity currents.
I'm sorry, I'm
I think he misunderstood the prompt.
You're getting clip farmed, by the way.
That's going in the fails compilation.
Free my boy Adrian. He did nothing wrong.
Okay.
All right,
Hey,
I sent
whether-
y'all.
sorry, I'm sophisticated.
Oh,
I sent
I got
y'all the
my-
next question while we wait for them to write down their answers. Chat. You guys can ask me anything about me, and I'll let you know what the answer is.
You don't want to know.
What? No, don't say that.
I'm kidding. We love Ben. I just like joking him.
Thank
I
you.
met him like 2 weeks ago, by the way.
I got.
don't even think
He's
I'm
one,
Made
he's
as
one
an-
of my close and personal friends.
Oh wow. I got made as a honorary Met.
That is
like,
true.
A week ago.
That is true.
Yes.
So I'm.
Big day.
I'm
He
just
can't
happy to be
find
here.
a picture of HC.
I'm ready.
Is there Is there any questions? Nobody asked any questions. Dang. All right.
We're not interested.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Am I employed?
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Barely.
a complicated
By me.
question. Are you an imposter?
Are you? Is Ben the imposter?
Well,
Yes.
the way that I
Yes.
sabotaged the intro, probably.
What do you want for your birthday? That's wholesome. Ben, what do you want for your birthday?
Probably
Too
some
bad.
more- Probably some more Nintendo Switch games because I'm a chud. I like Nintendo games. Am I a single Pringle? Yes, I am single and ready to mingle.
All right, that's enough. I'm ready to flip my board around.
All right,
Yes.
everybody flip their boards around.
All right. Lake effect snow.
Lightning.
Lightning.
I said hurricane.
Okay, the question was, weather phenomena you respect the most.
Yeah, I fear its will.
What? Bro,
I don't know.
it is so hard to forecast lake effect
I don't
snow.
know. That is
Wait,
a good
no,
point.
it is so dude.
Respect it the most?
Yes. You can't walk into a lake effect snow.
Just because
like,
it's hard to forecast doesn't mean you have to respect it.
Yeah, it does. It means you can't like half beep it. Like you have to do it. You have to like actually put real effort into the I mean, you should
I mean, the
always
same thing
put
for
real
like
effort
a
into the
hurricane
forecast.
track, though. It's really hard.
What do you
to-
mean respect lightning the most? Like as in?
Would you ever go sit under a tree during a lightning storm? Hello.
Well, no.
Plus, Adrian has the same answer.
But are
so
you
unless
gonna go in
me
the
and
basement
Adrian
when
got the
lightning
same
strikes?
answer-
Like every time lightning
I'm gonna
strikes,
go
the group
inside.
chat lights up.
Honestly-
everybody in here is like, "Oh my god!"
Okay,
lightning and
well,
thunder.
Honestly,
I'd
I
be
lied.
filming outside of my window or inside my.
I'm inside the
I
apartment
think
normally,
you're
or inside
good,
my car.
Lorian.
To play devil's advocate,
think?
everybody on this panel knows I don't respect lightning.
Why'd
Are you
put
just
that
outing
as your
yourself?
answer?
No, that's actually
That's
really
true. I
Why'd you
don't.
put that as your answer?
It's not that he doesn't respect it. I don't think it's just that he doesn't care for it.
No. See, like my thing is like
But he's also just doing that because
if it hits me, I won't know. So
Yeah.
why do I care about lightning? It
it's got
honestly.
dark real fast.
Like, I mean, seriously, what am I gonna do? Jump? Like, why would I do that?
No,
dude.
So like we'll be in the car chasing, and a lightning will happen, and I'm screaming because I'm like, oh my god, that was so bright, and I'm scared because thunder, and he's just
Flashbang.
like,
No,
It's
whatever.
like, you know.
Thank you, Caleb.
what
We've
is
got a
it?
lot
Caleb's
of-
a live studio audience, by the way.
Matthew says haboob. Or I'm sorry, habab. That's
Habab.
his most
Habab.
respected weather
Habab.
phenomenon.
Can we get some hubobs in chat?
W. Hababs, big fan
I
of
thought it
Hababs.
said kebab, and now I'm kind of hungry, and I just ate.
Turkish
Doner
kebabs.
kebabs?
Jamie, order kebabs.
Jamie,
Whoa.
DoorDash me some
This is not
kebabs.
coming out of my paycheck. Will doesn't pay me enough.
What paycheck? You're fired.
You can do that?
Okay,
we prematurely fired Ben.
Yes.
I'm joking. We love
Okay,
you.
so
All right, we're getting
Wait,
off
I'm
track.
not
Let's
employed
lock.
anymore.
Let's
I'm
get
just gonna
locked.
stop
I
recording.
think-
I'm just gonna stop streaming then.
It could be none of us.
I don't see. Y'all did this last time. The last
I
time
don't
you
like that
suggested
play
none of
from
us, it was you.
I don't like that play from you.
The last time I said it was none of us, it was in fact
It was
me.
you.
So, new play. It's still none of us.
New play. It's Will this time.
What if it's me? I'll,
What if
That's a
it's
good
Adrian
point,
again?
Adrian.
that's a listen. You know I lied.
Are-
He
He
told
does
us
like
the
to lie.
question. Do you know I knew the question before? Do you
I
know
don't know,
that
what
from
was
the
your
Why
file?
would you admit to
Why are
being the
you doing
imposter?
reverse
What are we
psychology?
doing?
What was your question?
We got 20 seconds, chat.
I don't even know what the question was.
Okay.
20 seconds.
I still say it's Will.
waffling.
All right,
All right.
everybody vote.
I'm ready to vote.
3, 2, 1.
Will.
Adrian.
It
Everybody
was
says
Will.
Yeah!
Bro, it wasn't me. What do you mean?
You can't make the same. I think it's none of us. Like we're gonna find
Dude,
out,
the
bro.
more we play this game, Ben will mess with us, and he'll make it none of us. He'll make it all of us. It's just because it's the second week here.
He's
Nah,
being
I ain't
kind to us.
respecting
I'm
no
getting
leg
taken
effects.
advantage
No.
of on my own show. This is ridiculous.
What was your question? I'm curious.
I tried. I gave it my
This
best
question
shot.
was, what weather phenomena do you find the most annoying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
That's
it's the
fair.
most annoying
Yeah.
forecast.
That's fair. That
That's
is
why
true.
I said I don't respect it.
And ladies and gentlemen,
That was my whole play.
I'm surprised you guys sniffed my answer out so hard because like it's not even a bad answer. Like,
No,
leg
I didn't
effects,
think it was
no.
a bad answer. I just thought it was so different from.
Yeah, it
I
was
knew,
very different from what you
as
guys
soon as
had.
me and Adrian had the same thing, I was like, oh, okay, so it's either one of y'all two, and I agree that hurricanes are more respected than lake effects now.
That's fair. Well, I was tonight's biggest loser, so I'm gonna have to go like I don't even know, run up and down the hallway. We're gonna be getting into the weekly feature, which I hate to spoil it for you guys. It's gonna be GeoGuessr again, and let me tell you why. Because this is the dumbest thing you're ever gonna hear in your life.
Because Will was Will.
Because when I was buying GeoGuessr for us to do GeoGuessr, these coasters are sticking. It's the funniest thing to me, by the way. When I was buying GeoGuessr for last week's weekly feature, I mistakenly purchased a year instead of a month of GeoGuessr. So I spent $52 on GeoGuessr. So now we're playing GeoGuessr at least a couple times. So we're doing it again today. Let's get right into the weekly feature.
you gotta put it off on a business expense or something.
There you go.
Laughing.
All right, we're gonna get right into the weekly feature. It's this contrail again. We're gonna be playing some GeoGuessr. Let me get the keyboard.
Where is this specific contrail?
Where's the specific control? Is crazy.
Okay. Oh, I'm still live. My mic's still live. It's cool.
Would you like to upgrade your subscription?
Do you want to spend more
Do I
money on
have the
GeoGuessr?
mouse?
Yeah, you have, let me frame it right for you. Remember, we gotta.
I don't think I
Cover
have
chat.
any control on the mouse.
You will. You did.
Wait, why does this upgrade your subscription, bro? I already paid for all this, man. I'm done.
Spend money.
Oh wait, no.
All right, start us. Can you just put us in USA?
Yeah. Do you want to do specific regions? That'd be kind of cool.
Specific. No, let's just do the whole USA.
US.
Sweet. Okay. Maps.
Just do Starkville.
Yeah, it's Starkville.
Dude, that would be
GeoGuessr.
hilarious
This
though.
is the
Like
bin.
we would probably
This
get
is
every single
actually
one.
my
Like we would
apartment.
zero meter.
0 meter.
Dude, we would zero meter everything.
We're in the back.
What do they call it?
patio of
GeoGuessr
Western.
5K? Is that what they call it? Do you guys know?
No. 'cause
I
I've
think
never
when you
played
get
this
it like
game.
close to exact or something, they call it a 5K because you get like 5,000 points.
Okay. So
I don't know if that's right.
We're gonna try
I'm
and
not-
do 3 of these. You're gonna have 3 minutes per. Also, we still have the
Okay.
GIF up here.
So we gotta
Shout out
lock
this
in.
GIF. This GIF is sick. Okay.
All right, we're gonna get 3 of these in. We have 3 minutes to reach our guess. Here we go. Oh man, we already lost a little bit of our time. All right, let's look around. Tell me where to point. Nice grass.
Yeah. Oh.
Nice.
What is
grass.
this?
What type of
Certa dry.
608.
Wait, 608.
Wait,
Okay.
water and fire damage restoration.
I feel like that's pretty common. Okay.
608. Does anyone know
Oh, nice.
608?
608. I don't.
This
What does
feels
that say?
feels upper Midwest.
Yeah, it does. 608 is a number that,
What
or an area code I've seen before. I just don't know. I don't remember.
Didn't we have something in the 600s last time we did
What is
Oh.
this?
this?
Uh-oh.
SSM Health.
Well, we have a road name,
Some
but that's
Oh.
not really.
care.
New Jersey? Is that New Jersey?
Yeah,
In
that
J?
sign might have a.
Oh, that's road.
It's just a
It
road.
just says road.
Okay.
Well, that's not super helpful for us here.
What's
See,
the-
see
what's-
if there's a what's that gas station?
Yeah, what's the
that gas
it-
station?
how much is the gas there? Is it expensive? That might help. Oh,
No.
wow.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Quick
Whoa.
Trip?
Whoa.
No, that's
Also-
northeast.
That's an old
that's-
photo.
That's
old.
northeast.
That's old, but still.
I was about to say.
Quick
this
Trip
also
is a
old.
northeast thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Interesting.
Pennsylvania, maybe.
What is
Like,
this?
That's the SSM Health.
Yeah, but I'm. Oh, there could be a state flag here.
Ooh.
I bet there is. See if we can get a better angle of the state flag. What do you guys know about your state flags?
I'm thinking
don't.
Pennsylvania, Ohio.
Really?
Somewhere over there.
I can't get a better view on that.
Maybe Virginia.
Auto parts.
Roadway. Yeah, an auto.
License plates?
Rubens.
What the heck is Rubens?
No idea.
Oh, what is that?
Another 608.
License
That's
plates.
it's a painter. Oh gosh.
It's a state
Oh.
that doesn't need front license plates.
No, they have front license
No,
plates.
not
some
all.
of
No,
them
some
do.
do, some don't.
That's
What's
Texas.
that?
That's Texas. That's white. No? Maybe?
Bro,
Well,
stop, bro.
There's a lot of white plates. Louisiana
Ben, you're
has
on
white
thin
plates.
ice.
Yeah, Missouri has white. Everyone
wanna
has
help.
white plates. Every state I think has a variant of a white plate. Like even Tennessee. And
my
they're
old
blue.
well, no, my old tag was green actually in Tennessee.
Dude, I'm like going the
No.
wrong way on the
Yeah,
road.
you're going
Look,
to. We're
You're
going
getting into a head-on
backwards.
collision.
Quick Trip
where
is
should I
a
go?
northeast thing. It is a
I
Is that a
think
northeast.
Macy's? Is that what that is?
To thrift store.
Neat fades.
Wait, let's go to the thrift store, guys.
Whoa, go right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Keep going. What was that other building? I thought I saw no, go a full one over to the right.
Yo,
To the
they have
right.
babies and beyond.
What? I lost the mouse. Ben, help.
Okay.
I,
There you go. Back in the middle,
I
thank
thought
you.
I saw something that looked like Michigan. Go back.
Oh, the sign right there?
No, it was on a building.
Oh, what? We just changed time periods. There was
Yeah.
nothing there a second
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
No, it was.
We have 30
it was a
seconds.
blue thing.
What
Okay.
does that say? Antiques.
I don't-
2021. This is. we went
Yeah,
back
I
in
don't
time.
hate the Northeast
road's
play.
different.
Guys, where the heck are we?
I don't hate the Northeast
Okay, we
play.
have 17 seconds. We're just gonna have to make a Hail Mary here.
Yep.
Are we thinking northeast?
I think
Just
somewhere?
somewhere in the Northeast. Just
I-
plan it.
Like Eastern
plan it.
Oh, you took
Pennsylvania.
the mouse.
Eastern Pennsylvania.
stop
oh,
taking
no.
the mouse.
Oh no.
Pennsylvania, just drop it.
Eastern
Go.
Pennsylvania.
Eastern
2
Pennsylvania?
seconds.
Right there. Yeah, hit it.
was
Michigan.
Wisconsin.
Oh, it was
Wow.
Wisconsin.
Okay. It was.
That's
What was
off.
that in Madison? Is that where that was? Yeah, it was in
That
Madison.
might have
Wow.
been the thing I saw. I saw something on. It looked like the shape of a mitten or something like
Yeah.
that. Now, if we could have found it, we might have got it.
Okay, so 0 for 1, but we were not close.
No,
we were
very
not.
close.
No, we were actually several states away.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have 2 more attempts here. We're gonna see if we can get a little closer.
We
Was
gotta be
anybody
better.
in the chat saying Madison, Wisconsin? Because
I
we have
need-
a lot of people from Wisconsin.
I want
that
y'all to
watch
know
our
right now that
broadcast.
one, we cannot see the chat at the moment, and
Yes.
now
Whether,
we can.
yeah, a lot of people said Wisconsin.
Dang.
Really, people were saying Wisconsin? No
Yeah.
way, bro. We should have. We couldn't see the
Why
chat.
have we gotten 3 Northeast plays already?
All right, give us a new one, Ben. Let's go. Let's get it going.
I feel like we're
We're gonna be doing another. Again, this is all USA. We have 3 of these, 3 attempts.
Oh.
All right, here we
Oh,
go.
this is desert.
That's
this
just
is South-
Arizona.
yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is
somewhere that's
100%.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
New Mexico
This is like
or
New
Arizona?
Mexico, Arizona.
No, this is 100% just north of Phoenix. 100%. I'm calling it. I'm sniffing
Yeah,
it
this
out
is-
right now
How do you know that off of?
because my grandparents lived there.
This is quite
And this
dusty.
looks identical to Sun City.
Zoom in. Is that a city?
Where?
Scrolling.
Raymond's
Honeycutt?
Law, Honeycutt.
No, that's not. No.
Maricopa.
Martial
Maricopa
arts. I'm
plumber.
gonna go learn some karate.
What is that? Hair focus. Okay. A Joe's Honeycutt Road.
Do we have any phone numbers anywhere? Not that I know any.
I don't
area
know
codes.
any.
Yeah,
area
we don't know
codes in
area
the desert
codes.
Southwest.
Oh,
Wait,
oh,
it's I-10, so it's gotta be along the
that
south.
say-
It says
says
Arizona.
Arizona.
It says Arizona.
I knew it was Arizona instantly. I'm
Okay.
telling
Okay,
you
now
this
what
is
part-
north of Phoenix.
Well,
I
it's
will put
it's
my
gotta
life
be
savings
along.
on it.
It's gotta be along I-10.
Yeah,
Like
I-10's got to be
Sun
nearby.
City, bam.
No, on I-10. Is that on I-10?
I wouldn't
It's
say it's
very
on
close to
I-10.
I-10. These signs are
You
very
guys
close
still have
to
2
I-10.
minutes.
Okay, yeah.
Are you-
Yeah,
are-
we
are
don't
down
even
for
need
this?
the whole
Like-
2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
that's
good with
fine.
it. That's good. Yeah.
Dang.
Let's go, dude.
Wow.
I saw that instantly. I was
Wait,
like, that's
what
gotta
is
be
it?
near
What is the
Phoenix.
town name?
It's Mary.
was
Oh,
Maricopa.
it was Maricopa. Okay.
Wow, we could have figured that out if
Wow.
we spent more time.
Who
Oh,
the
yeah.
heck said
I
Maricopa?
told you so.
I said Maricopa.
It was on like
Yeah.
it was Maricopa Plumber.
But I thought it
was
was
the
just like a
sign.
word. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Nice job,
that's
guys.
unfortunate. We could have figured that out. That was good. That was a really good one though.
that was a lot better than the last one.
Okay, let's hit the next one and our final
Oh,
one.
Oh.
we're in the south. We're in the south.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
South.
We're
100%.
you're in my and Adrian's neck of the woods.
Okay, so one dashed yellow line and solid white line on the side of the road.
Yep,
if
you're
that
in the
tells you
rural
anything.
south, and the roads look awful.
We're
Yeah.
Oh, this
Should I
is
go down
like
this
This
road?
looks-
this looks like Florida or South Alabama.
I was gonna. This kind
Florida.
of looks like Louisiana.
You think Florida like
Look
Palm
how wide
trees.
open the horizon
and there are
is.
palm trees.
Yeah, I think it is. I think
Oh.
Adrian's. What is this arrow in my face? I think Adrian is right. I think it's a little too
It looks-
flat to be like
yeah.
Mississippi.
I think it's
Unless
like,
it's the Delta.
Yeah.
I think it's Florida.
No,
No.
this isn't Delta.
No, yeah, no. This.
So it
this-
could be Florida. I mean,
I think
it
it's
easily
northern
could be
Florida or
Like this looks like
maybe
right on the
southern-
coast, somewhere
That
right on
vehicle
the
screams
coast.
Florida, by the way.
Oh, you can see if you zoom in on the tag, you can locate. You can see the orange.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
Yeah.
bang.
Florida.
Or is
We're
that a Georgia
cooking.
peach?
What does that say? No outlet. Okay, that's
All
not
right.
But yeah, it's. I don't know.
It could be a Georgia peach.
This looks
This
like
is a very.
that
That's a very
looks so
Florida.
Florida.
That's a
That- yeah,
Florida.
yeah,
Florida.
that's
See if there's like Florida, like
We have-
Jacksonville Waste Management.
yeah,
We
maybe
have
like
plenty of time.
Tampa.
So.
maybe.
Yeah, it could be like a Tampa.
This looks like Evergladesy a
Yeah.
little bit.
I don't disagree at all. That's a bus stop. We have to be sort of in the middle of nowhere if the bus stop is someone's house.
Low key, yeah.
My thing is like, why have we not gotten to anything yet besides a single car and trees?
That
There's
is
just
so
nothing
Florida.
here.
God.
This is very Florida. Okay,
don't know.
now we're getting to somewhere.
I
we're
just-
in something.
I just still think it's the North Florida
What is that,
rather
a
than
golf
South
course?
or middle.
Well, so like,
What am I
what's
even
the
looking
flattest
at?
part of Florida?
I have no idea.
Maybe I actually don't know. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
don't-
lie.
I don't
my
know
best
either.
guess would be like northeastern Florida,
I think so.
like Atlantic coast. I guarantee you that
Right
CJ
on the
is in the
border of
chat right now
Georgia.
losing his mind that we're not getting this. Yes. I knew it. Ben, I don't know if you guys
So-
can hear Ben, but apparently CJ is in the chat like
Yeah,
mad
yeah,
at
can
us
hear
because
me.
he knows probably exactly where this is in Florida.
I'm thinking
He's talking
on
about
one
the
of the
palm
coasts, but close to
palm
Georgia.
trees. I'm not seeing any palm
Yeah,
trees.
there's palm trees all over the like. There's
Oh,
right
wow.
there.
Okay,
They've
I
been
I'm
everywhere.
gonna be
see
honest,
that.
I didn't see that either.
So,
yeah,
so
we're
maybe like
definitely
the
in Florida.
Panama side, maybe just south of Georgia.
Do we want to just like take a spin out of
Like
here?
think-
north of Daytona.
This is kind of the region I was thinking, but I don't know.
I'm thinking
I'm not
like
confident.
just south of 75, like to the west.
I don't hate
Over
that
here?
play.
Yeah.
Or
I
go in
think
between just
so.
to be safe. Like
I mean, we
just
have
south
to
of the
be in a
Georgia
pretty
border.
small town in the middle of nowhere, which would make sense.
This
for
is.
like
I don't even
this.
think this is a town. I think this is just.
Right.
This
houses
is
on the side
literally
of
just the
road.
middle of the road.
If only we could have found a road sign. We might have been able to find it. I mean, I'm just gonna slap us like here. Are we happy with this? We want to
Sure.
move.
I
We
don't
have
hate
10
it.
seconds if we want
Yeah,
to move.
no,
it.
Have
That's
at
fine.
it. Hit it.
Dang,
Not
Fort
bad.
Myers.
This is just outside of Fort Myers.
Really?
Really? That
Wow.
seemed too out of
It really
nowhere to
does.
be near
Yeah.
so in
Fort
the middle of
Myers.
nowhere.
For
What in
yeah.
the world?
Well, see, it's flatter down by the Everglades. That makes sense.
Rich
It's kind
road,
of
how about
swampland.
Yeah. No. I was fully thinking like Panhandle. Wow.
that? Well, we did okay. I would say we did all right.
The
I mean,
first one was atrocious, but we redeemed.
we'll take
ourselves.
it. We'll take it.
At least we were in the state this time.
Yeah.
We were in the right
Well, it's
state.
like, you
That's
know,
actually a pretty big added bonus.
It's like being in the west side of Texas versus the
Yeah.
east side.
and I think it went the
10-hour
Arizona
drive.
one. That was close.
Yeah.
We were
that was
good
good
there.
comms. That was good comms.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, anyway, that's going to take us to the end of the GeoGuessr weekly feature, and it might just become GeoGuessr segment. We'll see. It probably won't. We'll switch it up. But yeah, unfortunately, I did in fact pay for $52 worth of GeoGuessr for the next year, but that's okay. Not your guys' problem. We're gonna figure that out.
You could start practicing on your own time. You know?
I might play some GeoGuessr. You guys don't know. Maybe I might be the next Rainbolt. I could be. That's the guy's name, the GeoGuessr guy. That's like really good.
I wouldn't know that. Sorry, I have a life.
I've seen him on some reels, guys.
All right.
We got an intermission coming up, and then we have an incredible exclusive interview with Matthew Cappucci. We cannot wait to have him on the show. We're going to be getting into that in just about 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere, but do go ahead, use the bathroom. You know, get yourself a drink, get a water, get some food, do what you got to do. Yeah. But come back here in 5 minutes. We're going to be interviewing the Pooch here on WillBrattonWx Met Monday, a weather podcast. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes. So with the smoke in New England and Quebec, what you'll notice, so if here's the surface, right? And you have all this smoke in the atmosphere. During the day, it's going to block your radiation, right? So your radiation is going to come down to the surface, and some of it is going to make it down to the surface, right? But a lot of it will get scattered back up into the atmosphere by all those lithometeors. But at night, this time, when the Earth is emitting its radiation that eventually goes off into space, some of that radiation is scattered back down towards the surface. And as a result, it traps in some of that heat. If this is going to be your expected temperature range here in blue, on a normal day, on a day where you have clouds, your expected temperature range, and here's an example of this, temperature goes up here as we go up the graph, essentially. So this would be your low temperature and this would be your high temperature. So on a day with a lot of sunshine, it might look like what you have in blue here. But on a day with overcast conditions, it might look something like this. So your low is going to be a little bit higher and your high is going to be a little bit lower as a result. So I hope that makes sense. Do I think we'll get a new tornado warning to the north? If you mean the north of this tornado warning polygon, it's definitely possible. If we do get a downstream tornado warning, it would look probably like this. So if you're out in that area ahead of this warning, definitely be prepared for the possibility of a continuation of a tornado warning on this supercell. And on the left-hand side, you can see that lowering, especially in the top left camera there that's coming out of San Antonio. Yeah, it looks like in that middle camera on the left-hand side, that looks like Scud to me. Bottom left camera doesn't look like it's looking at anything significant. And that middle camera, or the top left camera, excuse me, is a little further away, but it is definitely staring right at that lowering. Do you think this was a funnel cloud? Let us know in the comments. Is water wet? That's a great meteorological question. Let's talk about this. And I'm going to give you the answer. Inherently, what does it mean to be wet, right? It means to have moisture on you. It means to have water on some sort of object, right? In order for an object to be wet. So can water inherently have water on it? That's the question. I like to compare it to vorticity in the atmosphere, right? Vorticity is an infinitesimal point and how much spin that infinitesimal point has. Microscopic point. When you look at that, you're looking at the spin for that individual point, but then you might be looking at like broad scale rotation, right? Where rotation is more of like a bunch of different points rotating around something. So can water be wet? Right? Well, can a single point have vorticity? Yes. A single point, even though it's rotating in a larger mass, can also have its own individual vorticity. And since water droplets are in contact with other water droplets, they can inherently be wet. But this doesn't apply to a singular H2O molecule that is not in contact with other H2O molecules in vicinity. That water droplet would not be wet, that H2O molecule. But water itself can be wet because it has other water on it. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Just a tiny little blip, and oh my gosh, I think we have a CC drop southwest of Black River Falls. So we might have another confirmed tornado just to the southwest of Black River Falls. But yeah, we're looking at this little blue speck here, which is co-located with this velocity couplet. Okay, we have a cam view. That's fine. We'll full screen this for right now. It looks, that might be a tornado. I think that's a little rope tornado in progress right now that you're seeing. It might have already fizzled out there. For a second there, that most certainly looked like a very weak rope tornado there. That was really interesting. So we definitely just had a brief little tornado to the southwest of Black River Falls, and there's definitely a CC drop with this. Yeah, and it just got confirmed, and it was confirmed by radar. I don't know how strong that was. We just watched that tornado rope out there on this traffic camera. It's definitely gone now, although it just got confirmed by the National Weather Service. It could easily recycle and put down another tornado. So we're just going to continue with him here. It looks like Allen's actually moving west. And again, Allen is still to the northwest of Wisconsin Rapids, right on this storm. I mean, he's literally under it. So if it does anything, we're going to know instantly. I think Allen's got a funnel right now. So a little rope funnel cloud we're watching in real time starting to extend from this storm just to the northwest of Wisconsin Rapids. You can see on the bottom of your screen, you can see that storm there. And Allen's feet in the top left, we're literally watching this rope funnel cloud slowly descend from the cloud. It's very clearly trying, and it's definitely thin, but it's most certainly there. And you're gonna see his location here. I'm gonna zoom in on it at the bottom of your screen so we can see where Allen is relative to the storm. So this is your velocity couplet you're seeing at the bottom of your screen, and here's Allen.
Really quickly, go back to SIMREF and look at those Iowa supercells on the 0Z8RRR.
Okay.
And then if you go to the total snow parameter, it leaves about a 2-inch snow swath.
What are we talking about?
Wait,
Oh my
what?
God.
Hail
Wait,
reflects
what's this, bro?
as snow.
No,
No, it's
he's
hail.
right. It's
It's
like
hail.
it's the hail.
It's not a
Hail.
measuring
It's
yeah.
literally
God,
dropping a
it's
hail
measuring
swath
hail.
on the map. That's actually really unique.
That is wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Matthew Cappucci, the Pooch, in the house. He's here. We're here. This is awesome. We're so excited to have you. Matthew, thank you so much for joining us here on Met Monday. This is just an awesome moment to have you on the show. I can't wait to chat just about a bunch of random things. We're going to be talking about your time in Spain, the solar eclipses, and some of your future plans with that. Also going to be dabbling into weather misinformation and some of the negative information and things like that, and the consequences of such. And then also we'll be talking about your favorite, some Mumbo Hail. And at some point in this broadcast, a certain special question is going to eventually, inevitably be asked of you. And I expect a good answer. So
all right,
just be ready. It's not going to be me. One of you guys is responsible for slipping this question in. It's gonna be like all of a sudden a curveball comes in at you from left field, and you're gonna have to just hit that out of the park. So
I love it. You know, one time years ago, early in my career, when I was at the Washington Post, I sat down for some TV interview with like a TV station in India, and they introduced me as me, but asked all the wrong questions. Like they thought that I was a transportation reporter. So they're asking me like super specific questions about trains and whatnot. I'm like Indian trains.
yeah,
I don't know if the clip exists anywhere, but it was terrible.
if it does exist,
wanna say
somebody in the chat needs to find
Somebody
it
go
and
dig
drop
that
the
up,
link, and
yeah.
we'll watch it by the end of the interview. We have 30 minutes here with Dr. Cappucci. Cappucci, of course, got his PhD. He studied at Harvard, did class at MIT. This guy has done it all. He was the youngest person ever to present at AMS at 15 years old, talking about gust front water spouts. Like this guy is driven, intelligent. He's done more than most meteorologists in the game, at least in recent history, without a doubt. And what are you, 29?
Just turned 29 last week.
Yeah.
I appreciate. So I don't actually have a PhD. I don't even have a master's. You technically are more
what?
educated than I am.
I was about to say, I was like, where did Dr.
This
Cappucci
is
came
the
from?
problem with weather misinformation. I was fed weather misinformation about not Dr. Cappucci.
I was about to say,
apparently.
I was like, I've never heard Dr. Cappucci before.
I mean, you
I
can
haven't
call me
heard
whatever
was
you
surprised,
want,
but
I don't
just
have the
figured you
degree.
introduced yourself as Matthew to everybody, and that's why. Like, no one would call you Dr. Cappucci. I read online like an hour ago.
What did
that-
you Google? Wikipedia?
Wait, where? I'm so
ChatGPT.
fascinated.
I typed into Google genuinely. I knew you did did undergrad at Harvard, and I just typed into Google, what is Matthew Cappucci's highest education, and it said
Exposed.
PhD. And I was like, all right,
Exposed
Fair enough.
live on air.
yeah,
Nice.
I don't do my homework clearly.
I was gonna say I got the PhD so fast I don't even remember it.
There you go. But you have done incredible things, and I know you're with My Radar now. You've done some work with broadcast out in DC. You've done so many things, again, at just 29.
Yeah.
Truly an inspiration for young meteorologists. So the work that
Thank you.
Mr. Cappucci, apparently, not Dr. Maybe I just start calling you Dr. Pooch just for fun. But Matthew has done incredible things. And so if you don't know him, you guys should get familiar with his work. Check him out on social media platforms. He does incredible work. This man is incredible. So again, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show with us. Enough of me babbling, though. I got to ask you, tell us about this trip to Spain. And I mean, I've consumed all of your content, but for those who maybe didn't tap into every single post like I did, enlighten everybody.
Yeah, so anyone who follows me knows that I'm a fun amount of insane. In that
absolutely
I
you are.
plan years in advance for solar eclipses. Like I have my funeral booked out for May 1st, 2079, because there's a solar eclipse over my childhood home. And so
Wait, is
in
that the
this
one that
case,
goes over
I've been
New Orleans? That's the one that goes over New Orleans.
no.
There's one in the
So
there's one in 2070 something that goes over New Orleans, and I'm going to be there for that one. I will not
you're right,
die
there's
before
one-
that.
it's either 2077 or 2078. But anyway, May 1st, 2079, there's one that goes over my house. I grew up on Cape Cod, Massachusetts. And so, yeah, I have to live to at least 82 to see that one. But, which
Whoa.
is literally the only reason I eat healthy.
Yeah, I was going
I
to
have
say,
to stick
hopefully it's
around
not
till
your
82.
funeral. Like, hopefully it'll be you and some friends, retired
Hey,
buddies.
we're going to put the fun in funeral. But
All right, what are we doing?
It's got dark really fast.
have y'all
again.
not seen the invites I've handed out?
No. What?
Well,
I
first of
printed.
all,
I'll
where's
have to
mine?
send y'all some.
Second of all, yeah. I'll give you my address.
He's going to get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here live on Met Monday, we're getting the invitation to Matthew Cappucci's funeral.
What are we doing?
Save the date. I'll put it in my calendar right now. Hey Siri, remind me May 1st, 2079. to attend Matthew Cappucci's funeral.
I'm like
Siri probably won't
90
even exist. Siri will be in my head by then.
I'm like
probably.
Yeah,
90.
we'll all be microchipped.
It'll be
Okay.
Jarvis.
Bad news. I can't
No.
find them, which must mean I'm not allowed to make any more friends. I
Bro.
ordered literally 1,000 invites for this
You've given
party
them
in
out to 1,000
2079.
Dude,
close
I
and
guess I gotta
personal
die
friends?
before you then.
Well, if you
Well-
get any more, please send them our way. We would love to have.
I gave them out at the Chaser Summit, and surprisingly, they were in high demand. So, in any case, if y'all are free on May 1st, 2079, there's a big party happening in Cape Cod. But yeah, so I've been planning for eclipses years in advance. My family does not travel much at all. I've been trying to get them to travel more, so I dragged them to Maine for the 2024 eclipse. But then for this one, I knew, obviously Spain, sunset eclipse, good weather prospects. But I had like 18 friends and family coming. This was my Christmas gift to my mother, my sister, and my aunts. So for Christmas, I got them flights, airfare, hotel, everything. In fact, I told my mother I was sending an Uber to pick her up and take her to the airport, but really it was a stretch limo. So I wanted to roll out the red carpet for my mom.
Oh.
But
That's wholesome.
yeah, it was awesome. But it's kind of funny in that my sister, so she's 4 years younger than me. She's 25. She's never traveled with me before. And she sees me on social media staying at like the Super 8, the Motel 6 in the middle of
The
nowhere.
ones with the roaches.
Hotel Chronicles.
Exactly. Like she
Yes.
sees all my sketchy Storm Chase hotels. And so she's had this misconception that I travel like a hillbilly hippie. And so she thought this was what this was going to be.
Yeah.
And then she shows up to Spain and suddenly like, it's a
luxury.
good trip. Yeah. But I rented 2 mini buses, mini vans, and no one knew where we were going other than me. And I drove everybody out to the middle of nowhere, east of Palencia. There's sunflower fields, there's nothing nearby. And I had scoped out like a year plus in advance to find this perfect valley with the lake below. The sun would be directly over the lake. I think we have the picture somewhere. And then 2 hills kind of symmetric. I wanted like the perfect landscape shot. And it was stunning. But to get there, it's not like a paved road or anything. You drive to some random place and then it's just dirt road for miles in the middle of like a valley. There's like a dam and everything there. So my mother, who just turned 60, is like having a conniption in the backseat, panicking, thinking we're going to fall off some cliff.
All mothers.
I'm like,
ever.
no, just trust the process. Come on. But
Trust me, I'm insane.
it worked. Pretty much. Like everything, I feel like I live this sitcom life in the best way possible, and that everything, knock on wood, always works out, even though the journey to get there is oftentimes inane.
Yeah, that's actually insane. I could not imagine planning a year plus in advance for that. So you you must be
yeah.
master planner.
Yeah.
You will be your own wedding planner. I hope you know that.
Oh, 100%. I had planned to get married on Monday, April 8th, 2024, beneath the eclipse. It turns out that you need someone to
You
marry.
need a
You can't
girlfriend
just-
first, yeah.
We're having the same problem. We're having the same
has
issue
remained
here.
elusive. But yeah, even for this eclipse, like the best part, I had scheduled, because when you have, like I had 6 or 7 family members who were coming, and then all my friends were responsible for their own ground transit. But trying to transport like 7 people, I'd have vehicles ready in advance. And in Europe, apparently, there is an Uber bus option. So you can call a minibus anytime, anywhere in the cities. It's great.
That's
But
awesome.
yeah, it was awesome. And then my sister's favorite part, I got to find this picture. She loves the finer things. I was trying to figure out how in Barcelona I could get like an Uber or something that would hold enough people. And then I realized it's only $150 an hour for a limo, but the only limo they had was this neon pink, ultra obnoxious. And I
think
didn't
it was
post the
perfect.
pictures to social media. Yeah, I would never in a million years be caught dead in this thing. But
come on.
I showed
You
it
don't
to
want
my
your Barbie
sister and
moment?
immediately. Right. And
Oh,
Dude, you look like
Wow.
the
I
Bachelor.
felt like a moron.
oh my god.
Emily didn't care about the eclipse. She didn't care about anything else. She was just obsessed with this limo.
Yeah.
And so
As
there's
she
a
should
picture of me,
be.
and it says, what was it that is said on the seats? So already I feel like an idiot as this thing pulls up, and Emily is like, wow. And then we get in, and it says like snarky, sassy, or something idiotic on the seat. And I'm like,
What did I just
It was
read?
made for you. It was made just for you.
Wow.
apparently.
This was your defining moment. You just didn't know it.
But yeah, no, everyone had a great time. It was so much fun. And I've already planned like my Egypt trip next year, assuming Egypt lets me in, which I think they will. And then Australia 2028 and 2030. In 2035, there's one that goes over Pyongyang. So I have what, 7 or 8 years to talk my way into North Korea.
There you
So
go.
we'll see.
Ooh.
That'll be some tough customs. For
Weather
sure.
Twitter invades North Korea.
Well,
More like North Korea.
I mean,
Never mind.
we remember what happened when Weather Twitter and Saudi Arabia overlapped.
Yes,
Didn't
I
work out
remember
well for me.
that. Wait, I remember
That was generational.
Yeah. Wow.
That
I
was like
cracking up every
well,
day.
like the Andrew Tate thing was weird, but then I go to bed.
It's an awesome
It's
sentence.
just a forecast. I literally I make this forecast on PowerPoint, mind you, and I draw my little convective lines, and I'm happy as a clam, and it goes viral, and people love it. So I go to bed around 1 o'clock, and I fall asleep, and I'm feeling pretty good about myself. And I wake up, and there are like 10,000 death threats in my inbox. I'm like,
Wow.
what happened overnight? And you know it's bad when you get so many notifications that you can't scroll
Yeah.
back to
Oh,
like
yeah.
the beginning of stuff. So I'm like, it's now 6 o'clock in the morning, and I'm trying to piece together what the hell happened overnight that somehow led to me being an Israeli spy. But yeah, I should clarify. I have many jobs. Spy is not one of them, despite
Yeah.
the fact that I
That's
live a
good
block
to
from the
know. We
Pentagon.
have a lot of secrets here that we can't have
Despite the fact I live a block from the Pentagon is crazy.
Yeah.
Which, the funniest part, so I live in Pentagon City right now. I'm moving next year, but the cell service here is terrible. Like if I go for a jog past the Pentagon, my phone just like dies. My calls drop. Like it,
What?
the GPS
Like a giant
freaks
EMP.
out.
You would think. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to hear that the trip went well. And that, I mean, I saw a couple of the photos, and it just looked breathtaking. I saw the photo of you immediately after the eclipse, by the way, sitting there with like your laptop, a phone, and like a second laptop or something like
Yeah.
that. It was like instantly
Yeah.
after the eclipse, like the second that totality.
Ben, can we pull up
and
some of
even
these
partial
pictures?
Was gone. Yeah, you could probably just doom scroll Cappucci's Twitter, and you could find
Oh, yeah.
that photo of him sitting there in the grass, like right after the eclipse was over, like trying to write up a story about it. I think is what the caption was. Yeah, well, so while
believe
Ben
it or
pulls
not-
this up, oh yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so believe it or not, and not to like pull the curtain back too much, but I had actually pre-written a lot of the eclipse experience just because
Yeah.
I kind of knew what it was going to be. And I wanted the article to drop the second the eclipse was over.
Right.
So I actually pre-wrote most of it, believe it or not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's smart. I when I did sports media stuff, I did the same thing sometimes about like some of the simple parts of the game that you can expect, and then if you have to tweak anything, you just tweak
Yeah.
it. It's smart. You can get it out a lot quicker. So very cool. We're going to be getting into, and Ben's going to show these photos as we continue through. We got a couple other topics to hit today. We might go just a little bit over our 30-minute window. So
Yeah.
I hope we're not eating your time too much tonight. But
No, I got nothing else. Take as long as you want. I'm here for it. Honestly, this is the only thing preventing me from like doing boring work. So please take as much
Real.
time as you want, because otherwise I have to sit and write student reports.
I'm really glad to hear that we are better than boring work. So
Yes.
that's got to
Yes,
be a good sign. We're
absolutely.
doing
Feels
something
good.
Right. And another thing I feel like we're doing right now is not contributing to weather misinformation. I feel like, I mean, that's the foundational principle of why we're doing this.
Yeah.
We saw weather misinformation, or I guess I should say I saw weather misinformation everywhere. And I was like, I hate this. Someone should do something about this. And then some of my friends, including these two, were like, how about you do something about this? And so now we're here.
Yeah.
And so it's a really interesting topic to talk about. And you've obviously been in the industry longer than we have. We just got our degrees 3 months ago. So I'm curious, like some of the effects of it that you've noticed or seen, and some of the consequences and just, you know, the general conversation surrounding it.
Well, I think it comes from a couple different places. So growing up on Cape Cod, I was part of the Boston TV market. Like I'd turn on the TV, it'd be the Boston stations. And every station, 4, 5, 7, 25, like every station had good, credentialed, talented meteorologists.
Yep.
People who had their degrees or had their AMS sealed and who really knew their stuff. Like the chief meteorologist who I used to watch was Harvey Leonard. He was at WCVB in Boston for years and years. He was like this 60, 65-year-old guy who, you know, he'd get on, he'd do 3 minutes of science. And that's what I thought that weather coverage would always be. So when I started my career, I wanted to be that. Like I wanted to be on air doing science. And I think that like growing up in the Boston area almost spoiled me for all other, like, I don't know, TV, like, I don't know. It almost like when I started TV in DC, I was quickly disillusioned because I couldn't believe that only half the folks in the market had degrees or like formal credentials. Yeah. There were people who I worked with on TV who didn't understand radar basics. Mm-hmm. Like it amazed me. So from a TV standpoint, the exodus of talent from TV is leading to more misinformation simply because of like a lack of knowledge. Simultaneously, as these broadcast entities compete for a smaller piece of the pie, they're sort of pushing the envelope of clickbait. You have digital clickbait online. We see it everywhere. And then the toughest part is as people turn away from legacy media and turn more towards social media, anyone can be anything on the internet.
Yep.
It's like, you know, if you use online dating, you can be catfished. There are so many people out there who are being meteorological catfishes. Like they're cosplaying meteorology and putting out these apocryphal, outlandish things that are bogus, but the public doesn't know any better.
Right, exactly. See, the thing for me is like, sorry, I didn't mean to just jump on you, but like the public are not stupid, but when they don't know something yet, you can take advantage of them for a short time. Yeah. And unfortunately, we're watching that happen right before our eyes. The public they're not stupid. They're going to catch on, and they are starting to catch on. People are starting to turn away from that like fear mongering and clickbait and just all that garbage. But you can, they've been taken advantage of for, a couple of years, and it's going to continue. It takes a transitional phase. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to
no, and then unfortunately, it's these people who like are intentionally spreading the misinformation that get the most clicks.
Yeah.
And that's the most annoying part of it all.
Yeah. Not only
what worries me. Sorry. Oh, sorry. And also, I don't know if anyone behind the scenes has control over this, but I'm getting like feedback of my voice. So if I sound confused, that's why.
Oh,
sorry.
Sorry.
No worries. I think that the most concerning thing for me is that these bad actors on the internet are now undermining public trust in the good actors. Yes. Like I have people questioning me and my credentials, thinking that I'm somehow either a government spy or trying to mislead people for some sort of personal gain, where I'm the credentialed one. But there's so much distrust in media, so much distrust in science, and now we have distrust in science and the media in particular. It makes our job so much tougher.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I completely agree. And it's my number one thing that I've talked about too many times at this point. Honestly, I kind of sound like a broken record. It's like when you start to damage that bridge of trust between the public and the actual reputable organizations, such as anyone in the NOAA umbrella, essentially, when people stop trusting the National Weather Service or the Storm Prediction Center, you run into serious problems in society, and it's very dangerous, right? And I think that's what's happening in real time, and you're feeling the effects of that too, as someone who knows what you're talking about. People are going to question you, and they're going to question all of us too, as we do everything in our lives and in meteorology because of this same thing, because they're getting like desensitized to all the nonsense, and now they're starting to see through it a little bit, but they have to ask more questions, right? Yeah. Because they don't know what's good and what's bad information now.
There's a documentary coming out sometime in the next year or so, and it has a soundbite of me that I don't specifically remember what I said, but I know it's very colorful, and I'll be intrigued to see how they use it. But it's something along the lines of me saying, like, if people want to distrust the media, fine. Next time I say there's a hurricane coming, take your beach chairs, go down to the water, like chill down at the beach if you somehow don't believe science or don't believe the media. And it's not going to end well for them. And, I'll be intrigued to see where that soundbite goes if it gets me canceled. But in any case, I mean, that's kind of the theme. Like, people want to pick and choose when they believe science, when they believe the media. And it's tricky. Conversely, you also mentioned desensitization. I'm growing increasingly fearful of desensitization when it comes to weather warnings.
Yes,
I know
absolutely.
I've seen this, and it definitely draws some ire on social media. But we issue so many warnings in the weather enterprise, most of which fall flat, that inevitably the public will become distrusting even of formal weather warnings. So I think the fact that we have an overwarning crisis, both in the formal weather enterprise and on social media, coupled with bad actors and weather in general, is going to make it that much tougher for the public to just know what info to trust, what info to act on, and when they should pay attention. Because if everything's important, then nothing's important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean, I completely agree.
I can kind of speak on this. So I've always lived in the rural South. Like I grew up in really small towns in the middle of nowhere, and like the whole thing with storm fatigue, like that is a very real thing. But like at some point, they're gonna stop being like, oh, I'm scared for every warning. They're gonna be like, well, every warning we have, nothing happens, and then it's a whole lot of nothing happens until something does happen, and that's always
Spoiled
something.
crab wolf.
Yeah, that's always something I'm very
Yeah.
fearful of, especially where my family lives. I'm from rural Southwest Tennessee, and now my parents
what
live
town?
in North Selmer.
Very nice. I've been
Yeah.
there. I got a speeding ticket there.
Oh, I did too. I did too.
How fast?
Yeah,
And-
yeah. They're not
and-
forgiving there.
I know I didn't pay it.
Oh, wait, this was recent?
Do you have a warrant in Tennessee, Matthew?
I don't know. Maybe I do.
There's going to be a sign that's like the
but
old Western sign that says wanted.
No, it's
The
okay.
boots.
I know some of the police there. I got you. If you're ever in Tennessee,
speeding
just
ticket
let me
blew
know
away,
in advance. You said what?
The speeding ticket blew away, though.
Oh, well,
I
I
should
think
call
I
them.
think if it blew away, that's
Like
I
it
think
blew
you're
away
fine.
in the wind, or
So you littered. No,
that's another ticket right
Get
there.
him twice. No, I'm kidding.
They'll know it was you too.
Wait,
'cause your
this is
name on that
live. Oh
ticket.
no.
I'm
How
kidding.
did
This
you
is
try to
joke.
confess too? But
Sorry, what
Yeah.
were you finishing up, Florian? I'm
No,
so
yeah,
sorry.
but
Um,
but like being from there, and obviously, as y'all know, there's a really big tornado there last year that went through like the main part of town, and it's a very poor town. So a lot of those people, most of their warnings are from radios or from local media, but they're also on the edge of local media. So at what point, they check their phones and tornado warning, severe thunderstorm warning. Well, every time they say that, nothing happens, and then something like this happens. So
Right.
I am scared to see how that goes forward in the future. With, like you said, it is an overwarning crisis, and especially for people like that in the South that are just exhausted. Like, our severe weather seasons get really bad down here, and they've been bad ever since I was a little girl. And I remember even back in the day, like my grandfather was like, "Oh, it's a severe thunderstorm. Let's just go on the porch and watch it." Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
there was
I agree with you.
one town in Mississippi a couple years ago. I think it was in Smith County. I did an article in the Washington Post about it. That was under 51 tornado warnings in 10 years.
Bassville?
And no, I know Bassfield's been hit time and time again. I've chased some Bassfield before. But no, I forget where specifically it was. But in a 10-year span, this town was under 51 tornado warnings and did not get hit.
Wow.
And
Single
granted,
time.
single time. I mean, like, tornado will pass 2 miles north of town, 5 miles south of town. Like, the county had been hit time and time again. But that means for a person whose house is in that town proper, they've had 51 false alarms. And the tricky part is, even a verified tornado warning, like, you draw the box, a tornado marches right through. A tornado is such a small thing that to anyone who doesn't get hit, they perceive it as a false alarm.
Yeah.
Like,
I was
there's,
just talking about
it's almost
that
like a
the other
no-win
day.
game.
I was talking about that the other
Yeah.
day with one of my friends so it's so hard to forecast in this day and age, especially when you're on TV, because I actually just got out of my TV job. I was down in Baton Rouge, and we have just those typical summertime pop-up thunderstorms, and every single day I'd get messages on my Facebook and my Instagram saying, well, it didn't rain at my house. Well, Susie, it rained a mile down from you, and my forecast verified, but it didn't verify to you. And I just remember going on this angry rant on Facebook this one night because I was so mad because people kept being in my DMs talking about it. Sorry. Rant.
Facebook warrior Taylor Hunn.
Yeah.
Ugh, Susie.
Yeah. This is why I'm no longer in the TV industry.
Hate mail.
I got some woman, and how do I phrase this nicely? I believe that she was elderly and likely suffering from a touch of dementia
Okay.
or a lot of dementia. And she sent this, it was like a random day at like 10 a.m. And, I'm checking my phone and whatnot. And there's just this massive like manifesto that she's posted to my Facebook wall about how I had forecast severe weather in Rochester, New York, and it hadn't even rained yet, and what's wrong with me and F my family. I'm like, wow, good morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sure enough, so that afternoon, golf ball size hail goes right over downtown Rochester. Like, could not have drawn that little box better. And I get another Facebook rant from her that I didn't tell her was going to hail
Yep.
at her house.
Yep.
I'm like,
Oh
What does she
my
want?
goodness.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
You can't
like-
please
Yeah.
some people. It
It's
doesn't
just-
matter what you
I
do.
bet she's
like-
friends with Susie.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
It's
might
just
be.
that's that old saying, like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right. Yeah. Especially in this business, you know, like it doesn't matter what you do. Like even if you forecast the weather and you get it right, if the weather's not pleasant, they're going to be mad at you because you made the weather bad. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you want me to do?
Obviously,
Like,
we control the weather machine.
Right.
And I think one thing that it should be a tenet of broadcast media, broadcast meteorology on all platforms that I just don't see enough is that if we're trying to convey to the public that we're scientists, then we need to follow the scientific process. If we put forth a hypothesis, a forecast that is wildly off, I think we owe an explanation to the public. And I've done it a couple
absolutely.
times.
You have to report
I mean,
that
when I
result.
used to be on air, I do, things I was wrong about.
Things I was wrong about. I love that.
Freaked my producers out. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, I could do a segment on that, but no. I think once in a while, if we completely botch a forecast, the public needs to know why.
Absolutely.
Like that moderate risk in DC earlier this year, I
Yes,
did
I remember that.
a breakdown afterwards. I didn't expect it to go viral, but I think the public once in a while needs to sort of see behind the hood as to why we're uncertain at times.
Yeah, and one thing I'll say is I think a good part of this is that forecasters, and it doesn't matter what media style, if it's traditional broadcast or if it's digital, in the forecast you should like communicate the uncertainties and the fail modes, like things that could stop your forecast from verifying, and that's something that like I think is not done enough, and it could help really bring that trust back in the public, because the reality is we're never going to be right 100% of the time. It doesn't matter what we do. The best meteorologist in the world could forecast for the same city the same day for 10 years, and they'll probably get a good full year to 2, maybe even 3 years of that wrong, and there's nothing they can do about it. It doesn't make them a bad meteorologist. It's just we don't have the science figured out. It's just like our oceans. We don't know anything about our oceans, and the atmosphere is a little bit similar. And so I think if meteorologists can better communicate those fail modes and those uncertainties in the forecast, like you mentioned, I think that could really help with the trust. And again, the trust is like one of the biggest things for me, because when you start deteriorating that trust, that's when bad things can start to happen. When the public doesn't trust that weather information and then they're not prepared, you can have really dangerous situations. And obviously, as meteorologists, our number one goal is to keep the people safe. That's why almost everyone in this job does this job, is they want to help in the community. So
Somebody in the comments just
100%.
said transparency goes a long way, as does accountability. And I have never heard something more true
That
in
is
my life.
Jessica Moore. That is
Yeah,
one of our
I couldn't
Storm
Our
Chaser
lovely
Jessica
storm
Moore.
chaser.
It's hard to see from here,
Yeah.
so she probably couldn't see the name.
Oh,
but
she's in the chat?
Yes, she
Yes,
is.
yeah,
she
she's one of our
is.
storm
She does
chasers here.
amazing work. Oh, I didn't know she was
She's so
watching.
talented.
Hey,
She's
Jessica,
She's
awesome.
big
awesome,
fan.
and her photography especially
Unreal.
is nuts.
Unreal.
Shout out Jessica.
Hello, Jessica. We see you.
We see a lot of you guys in the chat,
We
by the
do.
way. Of course, we're having the conversation with Matthew Cappucci, so it's hard to interact with the chat a ton during this. But yeah. One thing I did
Another
want to
thing I
ask
think
you
too-
about too was the Mumbo Hail. I was like, we gotta talk at least a little bit about Mumbo Hail, and we got to get on a little bit of a less somber note here. And again, we're gonna go over our 30-minute allotment by at least like probably 5 minutes, and that's okay if you're okay with it. Matthew,
means.
that's okay with me anyway. I'm sure. Are you guys cool with that?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
sweet.
Never.
So I gotta ask you, when you've got the hard hat on, tell me what's going through your mind with where are you choosing, like what are you identifying for your Mumbo Hail locations? When you've got that My Radar hard hat on, you want to find the spot that's going to get you that 4-inch grapefruit hailstone. What's going through your mind?
Oh, 4 inches.
We've got an incredible photo
Yeah,
here.
there it is.
So I made a huge life mistake on, it keeps me up at night all the time. On May 28th, 2024, when I got that hailstone,
Yep.
there were I've been in storms that produce like 1 or 2 grapefruits. I've been in storms that produce like 1 grapefruit and 1,000,000 baseballs. Everything in this storm was a grapefruit. There's another picture. I think we have it somewhere, and it just shows a field filled with grapefruits. If we can pull that up.
Wow.
My big life regret is that I filled my freezer with grapefruits and I didn't notice there was 1 football-sized stone. Yeah. Okay.
No.
So
Is
in
it that one in
field-
like the middle bottom?
Can I see it?
No, so you have to zoom in super far. You see where the trees are in the distance?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, zoom in, and then go a little bit to the right. It's somewhere in, okay, I know it's somewhere in that shop. It's a little blurry on my end, so just keep zooming in. And somewhere in there, a little to the left. Is that it? That might be it. But there was one that was like 6.5 or 7 inches across, and I missed it. And I'm so mad at myself for not running out into the field. This was back when I was better behaved. And so I was like, no, I can't run into the farmer's field. It's probably been planted. I was ignoring the fact that the hail had likely decimated anything that was there.
Yeah.
And plus it was so muddy that like if I tried to walk into the field and I sank down about 6 inches, but I missed this behemoth, like record-setting stone. And it keeps me awake at night. Same thing with Kankakee. I found a 5-incher and I missed the 6 to 8 inchers. So yeah, it's tricky because like with Kankakee, I found some giant hail. Then I tried to catch up for the tornado, and I did get to the tornado, but like after it was that sexy stovepipe phase.
Right.
So it's tough to know like when to go for the hail and when to go for the tornado.
Right. Now I can imagine that's got to be like the most ridiculous internal tug of war in the mind of Matthew Cappucci when there's big hail and tornado. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I want another Kankakee. I want to like be right next to the tornado and then just have a bowling ball sail out of the sky,
Please.
crater my windshield, send chart like
How many windshields have you had to replace?
Great
9.
question. 9?
9?
9.
Wait, did he say
9.
none or 9?
Oh, 9.
Okay.
No.
I thought you said none, and I was
He
like,
said it with a
there's no
smirk
way.
on his face. He said 9. He's like,
Not as crazy.
devious 9.
So I went to get into my truck the other day to drive. Where was I driving? I was driving to a steak restaurant, and I got in my truck. I'm like, what is wrong with the windshield? I completely forgot that I have not replaced the windshield since storm chase season, and I haven't driven anywhere because I was in Spain. So I got my truck in the garage. I'm like, what is with all the spider webs? And apparently, I mean, I obviously like cracked the windshield in hail, but I guess leaving it for a couple months, the spider webs like grew, and now the whole thing looks like stained glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
That will happen.
Yeah. Anytime that temperature changes and water gets in there,
You're done.
maybe freezes, maybe evaporates, whatever, it just like
You're done.
those cracks, man.
I don't know. I've had to
they blow
replace.
up.
I have had to replace so many windshields being down in New Orleans because like a rock will hit it, and I'll
Yeah,
get the smallest dent, and then 3 days later,
Yep.
it is a crack across my entire windshield.
Right.
It made me so mad.
I went to-
chased Kankakee, and I got the tornado, but I missed the hail. I didn't really want to replace a windshield, so I tried to stay out of the hail. I got on Kankakee, and I was like, whew, good thing I dodged the hail. That wouldn't have been too good, drive 8 hours back. But as soon as I got back to my house, like 10 miles from my house, I got behind a rock truck, and
Yep.
a rock truck just shatters my windshield. I was like, oh my God.
Should have gone in the hail at that point.
That's an incredible story,
would-
and I did not know that. That's an awesome
So mad.
story.
Yeah.
So mad.
Wow.
Well, we've gotten a
was so
little bit of hail.
frustrating.
We've not gotten any Cappucci mumbo hail, but we've gotten a little bit of hail. I know Ben has a picture or two in there of some of the hail that we got back. There was what was it in western Mississippi in
We
May?
were in
I
Yazoo
think.
City, yeah.
Yeah, it was like Yazoo City. We'll see
yeah,
if Ben
let's
can
see.
find that photo.
We'll actually talk more
Yes.
about this in Weather Roundtable later.
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna pull these pictures a little later. I just
We're
want
gonna talk more about you later.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna talk about you when you're not
Out
here.
of the room.
Yeah.
I was in. So last week when I
Why
was in
not?
Spain, I went to.
guess.
I was.
You should wait for Weather
Oh, I-
Roundtable. Sorry, we were talking to Ben. Our
Continue.
producer was talking to us
Oh.
behind the scenes.
Oh, sorry about that. It cut out my end for a sec. But yeah, last week when I was in Spain, I went to put like my pajamas on that I got on Temu. Temu has great pajamas. Anyway, like I go to put my pajamas
Noted.
on, and something's like digging into me. I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's cutting me. And come to find out, my pajamas had a shard of glass in them that had come from a windshield I shattered several years ago because there were still little glass shards in my suitcase because my suitcase was in the trunk of the SUV I was driving. Hailstone comes through the windshield, or it comes through like the side window and caves in the side glass into the suitcase. Those are so spiky. I love them.
Yes,
these
right?
were
Yeah,
so cool.
yeah.
We could not have done this
Oh.
chase better. I was so proud of the
That
of
that
this
was
chase.
really fun.
It was a lot of fun. We swooped in because I bought my truck, keep in mind, 4 months before this. So I was like, we are not driving through the core. We are going to follow this thing right in, and we're going to like do some donuts to park and then grab all the hailstones. And we followed it in literally as like the pea-sized hailstones. We were at like the edge of the hail core, followed it right in, and we found some of these. Austin reported them for some reason as 2 inches. There was the I don't know if it's in this photo. One of those spiky ones ended up being, it was like around 3.5 inches. That's the largest hail that I've ever seen in person.
And I believe that
Especially
little
in
field across
Mississippi.
the road there was full of like
Yes.
this type of hail, like the really spiky ones.
Really
yeah.
aggregate
Yeah.
stuff. Just
I want to
really
know.
cool
I want to
hailstones.
know what that spiky one looked like before it hit the ground.
know.
Yeah, keep in mind, we got to these hailstones
Gosh.
about 5 minutes after they hit the ground. There's that really spiky one.
Yeah.
That one was so cool.
Yeah.
This was
Wait, why
made
does it
love
look like
it.
a mermaid tail?
Yeah.
Right.
Why does it kind of look like
There's-
a mermaid tail?
Oh, it does.
It's like angelic. Wait, these are
I
so
love
awesome.
spiky hail.
I've been recently reading so many papers about hail because that's what my eventual thesis is going to end up being on. And just the sheer amount of information that there is out there, but also the sheer amount of information that we don't know is like insane when it comes to hail.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting too? There have been a couple times when, like, conventional wisdom is that the biggest hail should be just downwind of the updraft, right? Like, what goes up must come down. So
Yep.
we think that the mumbos should be just northeast of the wall cloud. And generally speaking, that's the case. However, in multiple storms last year, including the April 29th King County, so Guthrie, Texas storm, I got like 1 or 2 massive stones, like 4 to 5.5 inches in diameter in the RFD. Every other stone was like normal size, and then there'd just be
Wow.
like one rogue one. In fact, in one storm, I found like a single 5-incher and then nothing else over 3 inches.
Oh, we were chasing.
And then the same was true in Menard, Texas on May 16th, and then Afton, Texas on May
Oh,
17th.
Menard, Texas. I was like,
And-
we were chasing. Yeah.
Yeah, we were there that day.
Yeah. And come to find out, there's new research from Matt Kumjian of Penn State that only a select few hailstone embryos will go up the updraft, and rather than falling downwind, will essentially fall out the backside of the updraft at about golf ball size, then be sucked back in and be given like a head start on going up again. So it'll have like this second path through the cloud, but already start as a golf ball. And then that's how you get like one rogue random biggie in the RFD.
That's really cool. I did
Yeah, that
not
is
know about
interesting.
that.
I'm
That's
gonna
an
have to read this
incredible
paper.
study.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
how do
get
you
the
even
cases for that?
yeah
Right.
like how do you come up with the methodology of testing that?
Wow.
Impressive.
It was
I
a
mean,
really
that's
cool
very-
simulation. I want to say something like, so he had basically made this imaginary, simulated hailstorm and sprinkled in, I want to say like 28,000 imaginary hailstone embryos, and only 10 of the 28,000 fell in that RFD, like,
Wow.
Goliath zone. I just finished my severe weather book a couple weeks ago, and I wrote like 40 pages on mumbo hail. So it's
Wow.
gonna
When
be
is
a fun
that coming
chapter.
out?
Yeah, plug
Early
your book.
2028. Yeah, right now it's, this one, I shouldn't say it's a bummer. I'm super excited, but it has to spend like a year in peer review because it's being published through a university press. So right now it's being like vetted by experts and making sure I didn't make anything up, which I wouldn't do. I definitely make up words from time to time.
Yeah.
There
But
you go.
yeah, it's going
Mumbo.
through peer review.
Mumbo.
And now I have to do all the
Yes.
illustrations. We're working with an illustrator, but that means I have to sketch everything. So I've spent, my little spare time.
You've earned a free ebook,
Yes,
Ben.
please.
Oh, is
Oh.
this the one you posted on Twitter that I replied to? And I was like, this is the greatest visualization I've ever seen of this. I think.
Oh,
it
yeah,
might
there's-
be.
there's
That
my
looks
old one.
familiar.
That's a blast in the past. I think that's Jessica Moore's photo. I forget.
It is.
I'm pretty sure
It is Jessica Moore's
licensed her
photo. Yeah,
photos.
she
Okay,
told us about
Jessica,
this whole
yeah.
situation, how you were super cool about it, because like apparently like
Oh.
the publication didn't get her at first or something.
I don't. It was the weirdest thing. So I didn't get a message from. Was it from her? I got the message from. It was no. There was a female broadcast meteorologist who I'm in Australia at the time. This was like December 2022. I took 2 weeks off, go to Australia, crash their Today show just because I missed doing weather. And then I wake up one morning to, again, hundreds of Twitter notifications from this female broadcast Met who's like, Matthew plagiarized. I'm like, what did I do now? But yeah.
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 Well, I mean, she likes you. Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, anyway. Like,
Yeah.
the situation
She's the
I'm.
best.
is good as far as I know. So
I have to
yeah, great
ask.
photo.
I have to ask, is there a random fact about hail that you know of off the top of your head? I want to know the
Like a
craziest
favorite fun
fact
fact?
about, what is your favorite fun fact about hail if you have any?
Interesting.
There's a theoretical max, and it's about 11 inches, give or take. And that's also from a Matt Kumjian paper. He's written so many amazing papers. Ian Giamacco, there's my Kankakee stone. And I thought I broke the state record because for about 10 minutes until Landon Moeller had to get his bigger hailstone. Of course, I love Landon, but he just had to find one that was bigger. Congratulations, Landon, if you're watching this. But yeah, I had like the record for a whopping 10 minutes. The highlight of my life, truly. And then I missed the tornado and missed the 8-inch hail. And then I went home crying.
It's okay. I would have too. It's okay.
Still not as bad as the time I was sitting in a field in Chile crying because it was cloudy during a solar eclipse in 2020.
Yes.
Oh, it was bad. It was towards the tail end of COVID, and Chile was the only place you could see it that was open, so to speak. And I had this 50-mile swath, and sure enough, atmospheric river comes in that morning, and it's just pouring on me as I'm standing in the field, and it's just like, oh, it was bad.
That's a tragedy.
That is a
luck.
tragedy.
The bad luck you have an atmospheric river come on top of you the day of a solar eclipse.
Only over you, by the way. Like just
Nobody else. Nobody else in the world, just Matthew Cappucci.
It's like that meme of the guy like standing there. It's sunny everywhere. There's just a storm cloud. Yeah, that falls in the ground. Right, exactly.
Shakespeare couldn't have wrote it better.
Right. Well, we lost the train of thought. What's this incredible fun fact on hail? And then I got one more question for you before we let you go, and instead of eating up all your time this evening.
Incredible fun fact. I mean, we can talk about clear versus opaque ice. We can talk about, one of my favorite hail. Here's an interesting fun fact. There's a town, I think it's called Arano Decimo in Italy, in the Po Valley. The Adriatic Sea, which is the ocean east of the Boot, heats up so much every year, and it's comparatively shallow. So it's just, it's insanely hot. And all that moisture wafts north into the Po Valley, which goes from like near and east of Milan over towards the borders with Slovenia and Croatia. So you have this area that's roughly the size of Rhode Island that just has a crazy supercell composite and tons of cape for like a month and a half every year, like July through mid-August. It's basically Italy's hail valley. In 2021, there was a storm that produced 4 to 5 inch hail on this town called Arano Decimo, or Azzano Decimo. And it was such a big deal that a bunch of scientists wrote a publication on it. And as they're writing this, in 2023, another storm comes in and drops a 7.5 inch stone, the European record, on this same town. So next year, given that I can work remote, I think I'm going to do a month there just because.
Yeah.
So if anyone finds themselves free in July and wants to hang out in Italy, let me know. I'll be there.
I'll let you know.
I
would love to hang
can
out
I
in
go
Italy
ahead and
for
get
a
an
month.
invite? I'll take off work. I'll be there.
Sure.
The Sure Willie might need you though.
No,
No, not anymore.
nah.
We'll all be off of our TA ships in July. So.
There you go. Well, I have one more groundbreaking question. I'm surprised it didn't sneak into the conversation earlier. Like I said, you got to be on your toes for this one. Here comes your curveball. Let's see if you're ready to get a home run here or not. We got to know. The people need to know.
We need to know.
The public needs to know. What's your Waffle House order?
Oh, everyone always asks me this. Believe it or not, I'm not a waffle person. I love waffles, but I will always get the grilled cheese and bacon sandwich and a side of hash browns. And it's funny. The grilled cheese is like this moment of childhood nostalgia because when I was 3, 4, 5 years old, growing up in Cape Cod, there was this chain restaurant called Friendly's. And it was like this chain diner. It was nothing fancy, but on Wednesdays, they did $1.99 kids meals with the purchase of an adult entree. So my mom and I would go and I'd get this grilled cheese sandwich. And one day when I was 5, the waitress, her name was Marilyn, she walked over and I said to her, Marilyn, this was the best grilled cheese ever. And she said, oh, that's so sweet. Would you mind telling the cook is having a rough day? I'm like, in the kitchen? Because to me, as a little 5-year-old,
actually.
right? But as a little 5-year-old, the kitchen was like, in my mind, NASA mission control. Like it had these saloon-style double doors, but I was so short as a 5-year-old, I could never see what was going on in the kitchen. So it was like this mysterious, elusive place. So Marilyn's like, yeah, just follow me into the kitchen. So Marilyn goes in, and the doors close, And I get this running start because I can't have to do anything. And I just burst through these double doors. And, there's this one woman who she looks to be like 60, 65 years old. She's a heavyset woman with a hairnet on. It's 1,000,000 degrees in there. And she's just like hunched over with 1,000,000 things on the grill. And there's no one else around. And she kind of looks up and just like, not sternly, but like kind of scowls at me and is like, hello. And I was like, are you the chef? She's like, yeah. I'm like, you have a gift. That was the best grilled cheese ever. And she burst into tears. So I went over, gave her a big hug. And then every time I go to Friendly's after that, when I was 5, 6, 7 years old, I'd go in and I'd see Carol the cook. And she began coming over for Christmas and Easter and holidays and whatnot, becoming like this de facto grandmother. Her kids lived out in California, never visited her. Grandkids never visited her. We'd go over and shovel her driveway whenever it snowed. And so at her funeral, I gave the eulogy on the amazing friendship that can stem from a grilled cheese sandwich. So, yep.
That is an incredible story.
I'm going to tear up. That's so
actually
cute.
so sweet.
Wow.
It's
Most of my
crazy what
stories are
you can
pretty
learn
wholesome.
by asking about someone's Waffle House order.
Yeah.
Like that's
Life can be so beautiful.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. Like
true.
that just speaks to like just talk to people sometimes,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Matthew Cappucci's
he
a
was
guy
5
who's
years
gonna have
old.
great things to share. But in general, like, I mean, you never know the types of stories that people have. That's just so cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's
very
really
sweet.
cool. Have you ever shared that story
course.
publicly before?
Once or twice. I have a lot of interesting stories. Next time you have me on, I'll tell you about the time I was kidnapped.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Well, then I
seem
guess
like
that
a
means we
very
got to have you on
interesting
again.
Yeah, I have a lot of stories. I need to do a tell-all someday.
Yeah, you should write a book
Talk
about
about
this.
the
Should write a
story.
memoir, yeah.
There you go.
I should write about the
Autobiography.
karaoke incident. Anyway.
Karaoke.
Oh, no.
Oh, we got to get you to karaoke night. Is that what you
We
just
may have
said?
some poking and prodding to do the next time we have you on the show here.
Meteorologist karaoke segment.
There you
Oh,
go.
Yes.
That could be fun.
That will probably make a few people's ears bleed.
Yeah, it
I
might.
discovered that years ago. I discovered that $5 espresso martini night and karaoke night don't mix. But
Really?
it's a story for
I see,
another
That
day.
sounds like
I
a
could see
fantastic
that.
night.
That
Yeah.
makes terribly perfect.
Yeah.
See, the Mets, as we call ourselves, the Mets
Mets.
might like that. That might make for an entertaining
Yeah.
time here. But
Yeah.
yeah. But that's speaking of time, I don't want to take any more of your time. Thank you so much, Matthew, for being on the show. Just incredible to get to chat with you and to have you on. I can't thank you enough. I think this has been an
Yeah.
incredible conversation.
great.
Awesome.
And just super, super cool to get to chat with you about a bunch of different things. And again, I'm super glad that the Spain trip went well. Of course, I think we were all following you the entire way,
Yes.
watching
Yeah.
all the social media posts and everything. It was really cool to witness from my phone screen. Maybe one day we'll get out there, and maybe one day I know you mentioned in our DMs, we were like, maybe one day we'll get out there and storm chase some Mumbo Hail together. That could be a lot of
Please.
fun. So
We'll make it happen. Hey, thanks again for having me, and congrats on all your continued success.
thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, Matt.
When we come back, we're gonna have a 5-minute intermission here. When we come back, sadly, we won't have the pooch with us here anymore, but we are gonna be getting into a couple other cool segments. We've got the round table, we got some cool things to talk about, and we got our lightning round, and then we're gonna close things off. So a lot of cool stuff coming. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Right now. So with the smoke in New England and Quebec, what you'll notice, so if here's the surface, right? And you have all this smoke in the atmosphere. During the day, it's going to block your radiation, right? So your radiation is going to come down to the surface, and some of it is going to make it down to the surface, right? But a lot of it will get scattered back up into the atmosphere by all those lithometeors. But at night, this time, when the Earth is emitting its radiation that eventually goes off into space, some of that radiation is scattered back down towards the surface. And as a result, it traps in some of that heat. If this is going to be your expected temperature range here in blue, on a normal day, on a day where you have clouds, your expected temperature range, and here's an example of this, temperature goes up here as we go up the graph, essentially. So this would be your low temperature, and this would be your high temperature. So on a day with a lot of sunshine, it might look like what you have in blue here. But on a day with overcast conditions, it might look something like this. So your low is going to be a little bit higher, and your high is going to be a little bit lower as a result. So I hope that makes sense. Do I think we'll get a new tornado warning to the north? If you mean the north of this tornado warning polygon, it's definitely possible. If we do get a downstream tornado warning, it would look probably like this. So if you're out in that area ahead of this warning, definitely be prepared for the possibility of a continuation of a tornado warning on this supercell. And on the left-hand side, you can see that lowering, especially in the top left camera there that's coming out of San Antonio. Yeah, it looks like in that middle camera on the left-hand side, that looks like Scud to me. Bottom left camera doesn't look like it's looking at anything significant. And that middle camera, or the top left camera, excuse me, is a little further away, but it is definitely staring right at that lowering. Do you think this was a funnel cloud? Let us know in the comments. Is water wet? That's a great meteorological question. Let's talk about this. And I'm going to give you the answer. Inherently, what does it mean to be wet, right? It means to have moisture on you. It means to have water on some sort of object, right? In order for an object to be wet. So can water inherently have water on it? That's the question. I like to compare it to vorticity in the atmosphere, right? Vorticity is an infinitesimal point and how much spin that infinitesimal point has. Microscopic point. When you look at that, you're looking at the spin for that individual point, but then you might be looking at like broad scale rotation, right? Where rotation is more of like a bunch of different points rotating around something. So can water be wet? Right? Well, can a single point have vorticity? Yes. A single point, even though it's rotating in a larger mass, can also have its own individual vorticity. And since water droplets are in contact with other water droplets, they can inherently be wet. But this doesn't apply to a singular H2O molecule that is not in contact with other H2O molecules in vicinity. That water droplet would not be wet, that H2O molecule. But water itself can be wet because it has other water on it. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point. Just a tiny little blip, and oh my gosh, I think we have a CC drop southwest of Black River Falls. So we might have another confirmed tornado just to the southwest of Black River Falls. But yeah, we're looking at this little blue speck here, which is co-located with this velocity couplet. Okay, we have a cam view. That's fine. We'll full screen this for right now. It looks, that might be a tornado. I think that's a little rope tornado in progress right now that you're seeing. It might have already fizzled out there. For a second there, that most certainly looked like a very weak rope tornado there. That was really interesting. So we definitely just had a brief little tornado to the southwest of Black River Falls, and there's definitely a CC drop with this. Yeah, and it just got confirmed, and it was confirmed by radar. I don't know how strong that was. We just watched that tornado rope out there on this traffic camera. It's definitely gone now, although it just got confirmed by the National Weather Service. It could easily recycle and put down another tornado. So we're just going to continue with him here. It looks like Allen's actually moving west. And again, Allen is still to the northwest of Wisconsin Rapids, right on this storm. I mean, he's literally under it. So if it does anything, we're going to know instantly. I think Allen's got a funnel right now. So a little rope funnel cloud we're watching in real time starting to extend from this storm just to the northwest of Wisconsin Rapids. You can see on the bottom of your screen, you can see that storm there. And Allen's feet in the top left, we're literally watching this rope funnel cloud slowly descend from the cloud. It's very clearly trying, and it's definitely thin, but it's most certainly there. And you're gonna see his location here. I'm gonna zoom in on it at the bottom of your screen so we can see where Allen is relative to the storm. So this is your velocity couplet you're seeing at the bottom of your screen, and here's Allen.
Really quickly, go back to SIMREF and look at those Iowa supercells on the 0Z8RRR.
Okay.
And then if you go to the total snow parameter, it leaves about a 2-inch snow swath.
What are we talking about?
Wait,
Oh my
It's a
God.
hail
Wait,
reflects
what is this,
as
bro?
snow.
No.
No,
He's
it's hail.
right. It's
It's
like
hail.
it's the hail.
It's gotta be
Hail
measuring.
flip.
It's
Yeah,
literally
it's
dropping a
gotta be
hail
measuring
swath
hail.
on the map. That's actually really unique.
That is wild.
2.5, 3 inches of accumulated
3 inches.
hail,
That's
bro.
plowable
Oh my
hail.
goodness. What prompted you to look at the total snowfall?
Shout out
He's a wish
Isaiah Montgomery on Twitter who replied with that to one of my.
We're looking at a total snowfall accumulation map from what the HUR is showing. And the reason it's showing this is because it's forecasting frozen liquid to be falling out of the sky. And that's because it's forecasting hail.
I was looking more into it, and that hail/snow swath, whatever you want to call it, actually reflects on 2-meter temperature as well. Like
Does
it's
it
as
really?
low as 57 degrees exactly where
What?
that total snowfall.
Chasing blizzards in July, guys.
What is this?
I have no clue what the HRRR is doing here, but
Well, it's not even albedo at this point. We're 2 a.m. It's not reflecting anything.
Dude, that's just
It's
straight
just so
ice
cold, it's
chilling the
just freezing
surface.
everything.
It's reflecting the moonlight. That's what it's doing.
Welcome back to Met Monday. It's time for the Weather Roundtable. We got a fun topic tonight. We're going to be talking about more hail. I know we just talked about a lot of hail because, of course, when you have Matthew Cappucci on, you got to talk about hail, of course. But we're going to be talking about more hail-related things in the Weather Roundtable. Again, for a brief reminder on what this segment is, the Weather Roundtable, we talk about things that provide some sort of poking and prodding to try and get some opinions out of something. And then tonight, we're also going to share some other stories related to hail, just personal hail stories and things like that. Like for myself, my old vehicle got very dented by a lot of hail, and unfortunately, I just pocketed that insurance check. I didn't repair that thing, and then I sold the car. It was great. Now I got a truck, but I'm not trying to get more hail damage on that truck. I know Taylor has some really cool stuff to share. She worked on this map of the largest hailstone in each state. If we
Guys.
have that ready.
Yeah, I didn't want to just like get a map off of Google because why steal things when I can code them myself?
Right.
However, this map, I spent 3.5 hours on
I
this
did watch
map,
her crash
and
out a
I
bit.
crashed out plenty of times, and it's still not even up to my standards. But here is a map of the largest hailstone recorded in every single state. I'm so sorry, Sam, but New Mexico did not have a record that I could find. Most of these are from NWS, like official records. However, I want to say like half to a little less than half of them are unofficial records because the NWS just doesn't keep track. Like sometimes the NWS just doesn't keep track of certain weather phenomena, and hail just happens to be one of those. So some of these are official, some of these are not. I couldn't find anything on New Mexico. Sam, please don't kill me. So I don't
Shout out,
know.
Sam.
Look at your state, see what state you're, or I guess you
Well, I'm
know
from
what
Missouri.
state.
We got a 6-inch
6
hailstone
inch.
out there.
The biggest hailstone ever recorded was in South Dakota at 8 inches.
So that's close
whopper.
to what Cappucci mentioned as the theoretical maximum. I don't really know the equation.
He said
that was used
11
to
inches
right.
was the theoretical maximum.
Right. Like
And
it's close. It's still
yeah.
not there. And that's the largest hailstone ever recorded in
Yeah.
the United States.
My thing is,
Shout out Hawaii, by the way.
right?
4.25 inch?
Yes.
I have a complaint.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Matthew Cappucci just stuck his hand out. At least a 6-inch hailstone in Illinois.
I know.
That's tough.
And it just
On
wasn't.
live.
I want to say Illinois and Indiana were definitely the ones that had like official NWS records, and just wasn't the record stated by the
tough.
NWS. So
Right, fact
you
checking
can't kill me.
live.
This is what I got off of Google, and I searched long and hard. So please don't come after me.
Well, we're here in Mississippi, and the record, as recorded by the National Weather Service anyway, is a 5-inch hailstone.
Yeah.
What we saw was not terribly far off from that. We had about a 3.5 inch, I think is
I
what
would
that
say so,
hailstone was,
yeah.
that aggregate one that was all
And that was
spiky.
after it had melted some too.
Yep.
My thing is, look at the difference of Pennsylvania versus every other state around it. Every other state's like 4 inches, maybe 4.5 in like West Virginia and Virginia. But Pennsylvania has a 5.5 inch hailstone that is over an inch or an inch plus of the states around it. I think that's crazy. It's just like such an outlier. And then there's like Vermont with 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vermont.
Shout out the Northeast.
Yeah.
Shout out New England.
So I don't know. I made this map for y'all, and I liked all the pretty colors. So
Let's give it one more zoom out, Ben, and let's just look at the whole map and all of its glory here. You can see plotted straight out of Python there with the bar chart at the bottom, and it looks great. You can see what is the state with the smallest hailstone? Is it?
it's
Is it New
Alaska
Hampshire?
with 1.5.
It's Alaska. It's just slightly covered by
Yep.
us right now.
Yeah, I didn't think about that when I was making the
There we
map.
go.
If I'm being
Alaska,
honest.
1.5 inch hailstone, but in the lower 48, I think it was New Hampshire with a 2-inch
Yeah.
hailstone. Is that what I was seeing correctly?
Was that New Hampshire or Vermont? Whichever one that is. They
the
look
yellow
same.
one should be New Hampshire.
You
Yeah,
might be
yeah,
right.
Yeah, it is. Mhm.
Sweet. So interesting, and obviously, like you said, the largest, South Dakota. So definitely interesting.
And that's the largest ever recorded. And I can promise you, there have been hailstones that just haven't been recorded that have been bigger than 8 inches.
Yeah.
So,
and one day,
one
Matthew
day.
Cappucci is probably going to find one.
You'll sniff it out.
Yeah.
You'll find it.
It's interesting to me to see how Oklahoma is 6 inches, but it's between all the maximum of the
Right.
other, like all the way.
It
up.
is-
That is odd.
It is cool how like basically like a north to south line right up the plains.
Gotta love the plains. It's just that
Yeah.
perfect combination of all the ingredients that
Right.
you need.
Yeah, right off the Rockies.
Yeah. We should show Ben. If you go into the pictures I sent today, there is going to be a picture that looks like there's snow on the ground.
Ooh,
Can you pull that
Yeah.
one up?
This is
Because
yeah.
speaking of the
Hailfall.
plains, speaking of the plains, this isn't necessarily in the plains, but kind of Colorado. Me and Lorian were on a chase last year in Colorado. Not that one, the other one. It looks like actual snow.
It looks like
on
the ground is completely white.
Yeah.
It's gonna look.
It was like the photo that Cappucci
It's in
showed.
Met Monday on the Discord. I sent it today. Wait,
We'll have
did I
in
not
just a
send
second.
it?
Oh, you didn't send it?
Oh my God, that's my fault, Ben. I thought I
Ben,
sent
you're
it.
rehired. Taylor, you're fired.
Gosh,
No,
I'm
it's-
fired.
Position
Anyways,
just opened up.
gosh. I guess somebody's Ben. You might have to come take my spot over here.
There you go.
Anyways, me and Lorian.
Meteorologist Ben Meyer.
Yeah.
There you go.
Me and Lorian were on a storm chase back in May of 2025, and
It was
We're-
Elizabethtown, Colorado.
yeah, we were in Colorado, and it looked like it was snowing on the ground. Like it looked like snow on the ground, but they were actually, if you got real close, they were tiny hailstones, and it's called grapple. I'm gonna have to find the picture. Maybe I can have Will post it on his social medias or something.
Yeah, we can maybe throw
to
it up on
show y'all
Twitter
because
after the show.
it's like it's hard to understand. But like, just imagine these really really tiny hailstones, but it's not snow. It's not snowflakes. But it looked like snow on the ground. It was almost
it
like a
was-
slushy.
know-
Yes, that's
Yeah,
what grapple
yeah.
is.
It was really weird to see because we're just driving down the road and basically the middle of nowhere, Colorado, and we look up, we're like, what is that?
late May.
Late May, and we were like, wow, like we know, like obviously we're in higher elevations. We're like, wow, like there's just no way, right? It was warm outside, and we look and we're like, wow,
It was
like,
a ripe like 70
yeah,
degrees.
Yeah, and it was like just fully the ground was covered with grapple. It was so strange.
Plowable hail.
Plowable hail.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it since. Like, and I mean, I'm sure that's a
Grapple
Colorado
is one
thing,
of
but
my favorite weather phenomena just because it's like Dippin' Dots on the ground. I just want to eat
It's
it.
underrated. It is. It's
Speaking
yeah.
of eating hail, there's actually a photo of these
Oh,
two geniuses eating some hail. Let's get that. Jamie, pull up that photo.
Twitter did not like this one.
Ben,
Twitter
pull
did
up,
not
pull
like
up
this.
that
Twitter-
photo of these
Twitter
two
did
eating some
not.
hail.
This is from that
They're
stain-
contracting every disease from
Yes.
every pesticide. They're poisoning themselves in
Yes.
real time for our entertainment.
That's
turned out
exactly what Twitter said, by
Right.
the way.
Yeah, they said we were gonna get
Um,
diseases.
Yes.
we
So
turned out fine. We're
this
good.
was
You
taken.
turned out fine.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Well, we turned out.
We have a
we're
little. We
alive.
have a few kinks up in
We
our
are
brains.
alive.
But this was on the same storm chase on a different day.
Yeah.
And our professors decided that we were going to core punch in our van because there's this thing with our university where if a van is
You might not want to share this one publicly.
they'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Cut the mics.
Cut the mics. There's this thing with the university where if you have a van, like a school van, and it goes anywhere over 80,000 miles, they immediately sell the van. Well, before we were going on the storm chase, we were at like 78K. Like we were really close to that. But so we had to see this van out, but our professors knew that
It was rated for golf balls, and we definitely
we core punched
We
because they were
did.
going to sell it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Allegedly.
we did not
Allegedly.
crack.
This- yeah.
We didn't crack any windshields or any windows or anything. We may have gotten a few dents on the roof, but I mean that's
Minor
what we
detail.
saw.
Yeah.
And there were obviously like a couple bigger ones, but
Yeah.
that's just what our professor got out and grabbed because he's
Yep.
a psychomaniac and decided to run out in the hail.
So what's this ground? And Ben, you can just flip through some more of the hail photos that we put in there as we go through this conversation. What's this groundbreaking question? Not groundbreaking, but like what's this question? Taylor said she's come prepared with a thought-provoking question.
I've come
So we're
prepared with
gonna-
a thought-provoking question that I don't know if y'all are actually going to know well, I guess there's not necessarily an answer because this is something that is highly debated in the hail research community. But if y'all don't know, my thesis topic is going to eventually be on hail. I don't know the exact topic. So I've been doing so much literature review of hail over the last week, okay? And I've come across some interesting papers from both the 1970s and the 2020s.
That's
and they
a
say
half a century gap.
They say different things, but they also say the same thing. So it's really confusing. I don't know exactly. Anyways, to get to the point of the question, do you think hail growth causes tumbling within the clouds, or do you think the tumbling causes the hail growth?
Ooh.
We were taught something specific in mesoscale. However, I have arguments for the other.
Okay.
Yes.
You want to go through some of yes. You want to go through some of your thoughts while we put together Because
Your thoughts?
Yeah, right. Well,
Yeah.
we all kind of think it through.
Yeah. So basically, what I was reading the other day was there's obviously different arguments for both sides. Like, tumbling causes the growth, and then the growth causes the tumbling. It's really confusing. But basically, what this certain research paper that I'm thinking about right now is called the falling structure or something, the falling structure of hailstones or something like this. And it was written in 1970, I believe, by Knight and Knight. And basically, they say that the tumbling is caused by the growth. And I've never heard of this before. Usually in mesoscale, we're taught about the growth causes the tumbling, right? Wait, I'm getting my things mixed up. The tumbling causes the growth. So as it tumbles throughout the atmosphere.
I think we were taught the growth causes the tumbling. Or if we weren't, that's at least what my thought process is.
You go ahead. Go with your thought process. I want to hear what you think.
Okay. My thought process is when you get, so to get a hailstone for context, the hail growth zone is loosely defined as -30 to -10 degrees Celsius, right? And so what you need super cool water droplets and a nuclei. And you can get straight up freezing, like from
yes,
just
that's
out
the
of
paper
air.
I am thinking about.
There you go.
I literally read this through and through yesterday and the day before.
But now you can get frozen you can get pieces of ice, right, that deposit straight out of the air from water vapor.
Yeah.
But you usually, that's going to happen in much smaller quantities. You need a nuclei, right? So for me, if tumbling were to cause the growth, I feel like that would be almost impossible, right? At least in the early stages of hail development, right? Because you would need the hailstone first to grow. Like you need deposition, then you need that hailstone to grow enough to tumble, and then as it tumbles, you get more of that weird growth. So it's like at the start, it's like the growth has to cause the initial tumble, but then the tumbling causes the weird shapes that we get in our hailstones. That's why they're not perfectly round. That's
so
what my brain goes
that is a lot of what the paper was saying was like as your hail is tumbling throughout the cloud base and coming down towards the earth at terminal velocity, basically you will get these sort of bumps of where, because your tumbling isn't going to be consistent. It's going to be wobbly, and you can think of it like a coin spinning on a surface. Once it gets to like the end of its spin cycle, how it's just wobbling back and forth like this, that's how typical hail falls in a cloud. And because of the way that it's spinning, the way that the drops in the cloud are oriented, that's how they freeze onto the hail. That's how we get bumps on the hail. And then because you already have bumps, they're already sticking. The bumps are sticking out. And so it's more likely that frozen raindrops are to hit the bumps. And that's how you get bumps on hail. And that's how we get spiky hail.
Okay.
Like we were showing earlier.
So that theory would suggest that your spiky hail doesn't come from the fusion of multiple hailstones. It suggests that it's the growth of a single hailstone because of tumbling.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. So that is contradictory to what we were taught in our class in undergrad. And again, a lot of meteorology is in fact
just
theoretical science, right? You know, we don't have all the answers. If we did, we'd be able to tell you exactly the temperature and exactly how sunny it's going to be every single day. We can't do that, but
I did want to say really quickly, Kason just said that this is the weather version of the chicken and the egg question.
It exactly is.
And I find that very
really
amusing.
That's
very amusing. I do like that.
Tail.
Correct.
The chicken and the egg-sized tail.
There you go.
Yeah, that is an interesting way, but yeah, no, that is weird though. Like, it's something I've never really thought about. Like, I've just been like, oh, like hail to swarms. Like, we're but I've never thought more about it. But I would say that, I mean, it's also possible they're not like mutually exclusive. Like, maybe like you were saying, like in the earlier stages, like obviously the hail has to grow first. Yeah. And then as it, gets bigger and then it starts tumbling, maybe that could affect the growth in some different way.
Ben, keep this picture up. I want to talk about it in a second, but I want you to continue.
That's pretty much all I have, just because you obviously have been reading a lot more on hail than I have recently. Yeah. But I would have to have the same sort of thought process that Will had was, you kind of start small in the beginning, and then as, things begin to aggregate and grow, whenever they get more like this weird shape here, like, whenever that one's getting flung around up there, that's gonna,
because you think of that hailstone in the bottom left, the aerodynamic profile on
not
that is
the same
bizarre,
as the one next to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like those two hailstones.
That's a really cool photo, actually.
Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, that's a great
actually,
comparison.
this hailstone, now that I'm looking at it after having read these papers, I could actually see two different types of tumbling in this hailstone. So the first tumbling is going to have what I was talking about earlier, is going to give it that spherical shape. However, at some point in its tumbling, I bet you that long pointy thing that's coming out of it like this, I bet you that was pointed directly down. And because it's hitting all those drops, they're immediately freezing up like this. That was another thing that was talked about in the paper, where sometimes you can get hailstones that almost look like triangles, and the nuclei will actually be at the point of that triangle.
So it's like a cone?
Yes, it's a cone. They call it a conical embryo. Actually, it starts out as it starts as a conical embryo. Yes, it starts as what it's called, a conical embryo, and it's just a hailstone that forms in the shape of a cone. And essentially, the tip of the cone, or the axis of the cone, points directly downwards, and the terminal velocity is such that it doesn't actually tumble; it just goes straight down. So there's some hailstones that don't tumble at all; they just fall straight down. And I bet you, at the end of its life, at some point when it started getting that longer knob on it, if that knob was that knob was pointing downwards, and the supercooled water was hitting it like this, and it was and that's why it has the fanning out pieces on the other side of it. But the other thing I wanted to say about that particular hailstone is you can also see how in the middle it's so opaque versus the outside, how it's clear. And you can almost see a definitive line inside the hailstone.
Actually, there's another photo
Yeah, I was about to say,
that has the rings of the hailstone. Continue on this thought, but Ben, if you could show that one photo of, it says like holy structure.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
So, so we were taught in Mezzo that the structure of the, holy zoom, that we were told in mesoscale that the reason for these structures are because of the different temperatures within the clouds. How some, how we get like really high up in the atmosphere, it's really, really cold. It's a lot easier for supercooled droplets to freeze onto the hailstone, whereas it's a little bit warmer, that liquid water that's on the hailstone isn't going to freeze as fast. However, this paper suggests something else. It actually suggests that the tumbling nature of the stone is what creates the layers. It says that if it tumbles faster, you get more of the bubbly nature because it's tumbling so fast, the supercooled water just immediately goes on it, and then it's sort of like an averaged out. I'm starting to think of how to word this, but you know how if it's tumbling rapidly and it's really chaotic, it doesn't have the chance to build notches on it. It's going to be almost perfectly spherical. But that's not something that we really see in nature. So the middle of it is what is almost perfectly spherical because it's tumbling so fast, and you can see how bubbly it looks or how opaque it looks. Whereas the outer structures are a lot more clear. And this is when they say that the hailstone was actually probably hit by something, and therefore it starts tumbling a little bit slower. And so that liquid water doesn't have as much time to either A, be flung off, or B, freeze onto it. And so it's more of a wet freezing. It's hard to explain, but there's dry growth versus wet growth.
Right.
The dry growth, yes, and spongy growth. The dry growth is what creates the bubbles. That's when supercooled water just immediately freezes onto it. The wet growth is when you have liquid water on the surface and it takes time for that water to actually freeze.
Yeah.
And so they're saying that it's actually the tumbling nature of these hailstones that makes it, and not the temperature profile.
That's intriguing.
Yeah.
A very interesting conversation. That's why I love, this show, but also this segment, is because we get to challenge ourselves as meteorologists, to expand what we think we know and challenge our own ideas and everything. And also, I love what Adrian brings to the table. I know you didn't get a ton in this segment specifically, but I love what you bring to the table in these types of conversations too, because you didn't get the exact same schooling that we did, right? Because we all were in the exact same class at the exact same time at 8 a.m. on Tuesday and Thursday with Dr. Brown,
we
right?
learned everything exactly the same way.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
this is actually something that we're going to talk about next week.
Yes,
is
it
the
is.
different schooling. So this is a bit of a precursor for next week. You should come
Subtle
back.
foreshadowing.
Next week we're going to talk a little bit about how you can learn different things at different schools because meteorology is so theoretical. So come back next week for that discussion.
Yes. Well, that's going to
gonna be a
take
good
us
one.
to the end of today's roundtable, or tonight's roundtable. Here on Met Monday, we got the lightning round coming up. It's the most fun, fast-paced segment, you might say, and that's going to eventually bring us to the end of the show. So we just got a couple more things to do and a lot of fun still to have. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with the lightning round in just a moment.
That was good. Holy.
All right.
They were calling me the Yap Queen. Sorry, guys.
I live with her. I can confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out the chair. Wait, where'd Caleb go?
I think he's in the bathroom.
Oh, he just went to the back. All right. Anyway, sorry, we're getting into the lightning round here. We got Ben in the top right corner waving his hand like a happy seal on a Tuesday afternoon. But it's a Monday night here on Met Monday. We're going to be getting into the lightning round. Ben is going to be our host, and he's going to be hitting us. And I think today, if I remember, is pronunciations of different town names.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yes,
I'm
it
gonna
is.
Take it away, Ben.
I'm ready to
It
lock
is
in.
pronunciation time, and I'm gonna let y'all for like a minute discuss some cities that have bad pronunciation. So like you guys can warm up your phonetic alphabet. So
Shout out
I'm
Chattahoochee.
stalling, basically.
That's just a fun one.
So there's a lot of cities in like Louisiana that are commonly mispronounced. Like Natchitoches is spelled Natchitoches, and that's what everybody says is Natchitoches, but it's Natchitoches.
Natchitoches.
That's cool.
My favorite in Mississippi is Sugarlock. It's spelled Shuqualak, but it's pronounced like Sugarlock, but without the R. Sugarlock.
But there's no R in that.
There's no
word,
R. It's
mind you.
it's Shuqualak. Sugarlock. And we have Kosciuszko as well.
Kosciuszko. I'd never get
That
one
one's
right.
Koscius.
I think I genuinely might have been able to spell it if I wrote it out, but I could not pronounce it.
So here's the problem, like down here in the South, sometimes even though like on paper it's spelled and pronounced one way, the way you live
Right.
there, even the way you live there.
Yes.
Corinth?
Corinth.
So my hometown is not my hometown, but I live there now. Is Corinth, Mississippi. It's spelled Corinth, like Corinth, Greece. But nobody says Corinth. We all say Corinth.
Well,
And
the first time I met her, I said
They're
Corinth.
passionate about that.
we
too.
are, and I promise you, anybody in the South, they're going to take it very seriously. If you say their town name wrong, they're going to correct you, and they're going to correct you quite rudely, probably.
Louisville.
And then we have a Louisville, Mississippi.
Louisville.
Yeah,
we have a
there-
Louisville, Louisiana.
Louisville, Louisville, and Louisville.
Yep, all spelled the same
All spelled
way.
the same.
Exactly the same. No change. Yeah.
Geographic differences in the way that you say things, and we are all probably going to get every single one of these wrong.
We're
But
gonna butcher
I think the way
this.
this is going to
It's
work,
good practice.
not to speak for Ben, but I think we're just going to go in a circle, and Ben's just going to give each of us our own word, city to try and pronounce, and the first one to get 5 right is going to win the game.
Wow.
How do we know if we're right? Like, does
He'll
I'll
tell
tell
us.
you. I have the
He
pronunciation.
did his
He's
homework.
all-knowing. He is all-knowing and omniscient.
He's the producer, guys. Come on, this is his thing.
The producer always knows.
We're gonna get yelled at in the comments by people that live in.
If we
these
say
cities.
your town name
What
wrong,
are you doing,
please
Adrian?
give us
Adrian's
praise.
cheating. He's looking up all the pronunciations right now.
I thought you were gonna text us.
I think what I'll do to keep the webcam in full screen. I think I'll actually use this scene, and just keep picture in picture. Wait, let me turn off picture in picture. Okay, I'm gonna put it at the bottom, and then, yeah, it's gonna be turn based. So we're gonna start with Adrian this time.
Let's go.
It's gonna be his. You'll always have your own chance that nobody can steal to get a point. We'll rotate, so it'll be Lorian's. If Adrian gets it wrong, Lorian will give it a go, and then if she gets it wrong, yada yada. Down
So
the
we all
line.
can have we can all steal it. Or
yeah, it's like Jeopardy style. You
subsequently?
get to steal.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you can
Wow.
all steal it, but each round or each word will restart back on the next person. So it'll be Lorian's first chance. She'll have the first chance, and then for the
Right.
third word, it'll be Taylor's chance.
Okay,
Sounds
understood.
good?
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
y'all.
This
lock in.
is your first word, Adrian. Wait, I'm gone.
Ben, we got rid of Ben.
Oh, wait. I don't know what happened. I put this text in Weather Roundtable. That's hilarious.
Ah,
It's okay.
Can I what's the country of origin? Can I?
this is not the spelling bee.
All right, here you go. My bad. Here you go.
All right.
I mean, I have my guess.
All right. Can I go ahead and go?
Yeah.
Schwat.
You're just trying to be different, bro. Schwat?
Yes.
What were you thinking?
I was about to say that.
Somebody swat him.
All right, Lorian.
I don't know why, but my heart's telling me situate.
That's it.
I thought that was too simple.
I thought it was
in my head,
Scituate.
that's what I was gonna say.
Scituate?
I don't know why, but situate was
It's
just calling to
Scituate.
me like the Green Goblin mask. That
Scituate.
was
Yeah. Okay,
Crazy.
so Lorian steals that point, but then so you get 1 point. We need to keep track of our points.
Yeah.
First to 5 will win the game. So
But
you have a point, and you get the next first guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lorian can take a 2-0 lead off the bat.
This is gonna be so bad.
Okay, hold on.
Yo, I think we went a little early there.
There you go. Lorian, your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna deviate from the spelling here. Is it Lowminster?
No, it's not. Taylor?
I almost want to say this is really bad, guys. I am the worst speller in the world, so this is not going to go well for me. But this seems German to me, so I'm going to go Leo Meinster.
I like the creativeness, but no.
Leominster.
No. Adrian?
I bet you it's like
Leo, I don't know. Like, they've said everything.
Give it a shot.
Well, we went the full. We'll just drop it. If it goes a full cycle, we'll just drop it. This is Lemonster.
Lemonster.
No, it's not. I disagree.
Is this
That's wrong.
Is this American or full world?
No, it's American.
Where's Lemonster?
Massachusetts.
All right.
Oh, this one's awesome.
I think
Okay,
Cappucci would've
you ready,
killed us
Taylor?
with that, I guess.
Bang. Oh wait, it's a little big.
I've got my guess.
There you go.
There's a Y.
What?
Just sound it out.
Schenectady.
That was close, but no.
Schenectady.
No.
What? What?
Schenectady?
What's so funny about that?
I'm laughing at you, but that's exactly what I was about.
Am I wrong?
No, yes, of course. Why would I laugh at you if you're right?
All right, Adrian.
Schenectady.
Close. I'll give you a hint. It's
Wait,
Give her a hint. No, you can't give her a hint. She's already got a point.
Win.
Whoa. Okay.
Try not to let your favoritism know. Try not to let your favoritism show. I know. Oh, wow, this is. Wow, I'm at a loss for words.
Oh, I might know what it is.
Schenectady?
No.
Ben, before you say what it is, this won't count for me because I already have my guess. Is it Schenectady?
Yes, it is.
Got it.
What?
Got it.
Schenectady.
Yep.
Interesting.
Dude, I should have gotten that one.
Where is this one? I'm curious.
I'm from
Schenectady is in New York.
It's these weird like northeast names.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are like.
So we've gone through 3 words. Only Lorian's gotten a point. She leads right now. One
With
point.
1
The
point.
other 3 of us yahoos have 0.
Ben,
All
I
right,
think you're
well-
gonna need 100 times more words than you
3,
have.
2, 1. What's so funny, guys?
What is it, Will? Tell us what it is. First thing that pops in your head, what is it?
I don't want to play this game anymore. Kasaki?
Yes.
You better be glad.
Kusaki. So we've got 0101.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Where is this?
Also New York.
Also New York.
Yeah, just New York is like.
Know where we're going.
All right.
Shout out Scott Casement for this idea. This was a banger idea. All right, back to Adrian. 3, 2. This is also New York City. Wait.
No.
Yeah, that's also New York City. Bang.
Oh.
Real ones know this one.
Peugeot.
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
The Chog?
Yeah.
He did not say that.
No, it's not. The phonetic spelling is
Peugeot.
kind of hard on this one.
I want it.
Say it with your chest. You got to let that.
Let me lock. My dad's already in the chat saying that we're wrong, by the way. So thank you, Tony. Patogi?
No.
Where'd
Okay.
the CH go?
Okay, let's be real here. Let's be real here.
See, I was gonna go Outer Banks style and also say Pachogi, but like,
I think we might
Or
have to do first to
Pachogue.
3. This is not going the best.
yeah, this is not going well.
First to
I'm
3,
gonna
we can do that.
Pachagway.
No.
I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna. Did no one said Pachogue, right?
Isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
Someone. I feel like someone said that. No one said Pachogue.
Adrian
know.
said that.
Adrian said that. All right, then I'll try what you did at the end. Pachogue.
No. It is Pat Jog.
No, it's not.
Patch
That is a
hog.
New York
Patch
way
hog?
of saying that.
Pat Jog.
Wow.
What are we doing?
I can't show you the whole
What is
cheat
the
sheet.
point
You
of
gotta
the
add in the
UE?
accents. You gotta
What
think
it-
of where you're at.
What is
Bro,
the point of the UE?
we don't know where we're at.
To be fair, he did preface this with New York, I
Yeah,
think.
so give
All
us
right.
that. Now, that makes more sense.
Okay,
Yeah,
this
okay,
one's
yeah, that's
probably gonna be
fair.
a little
See, give us
easier.
a state, see if that helps.
Okay.
So right now the score is 0-1-0-1. we
yeah, we're
suck
gonna
at
go-
this.
We're gonna go first to 3 because this is not the.
We are not talented.
Well,
Look at that binary joke that you just said. I liked that.
Wait,
I didn't catch it.
people are saying that the pronunciation is wrong in the chat. Uh-oh.
It's all right. We just need to keep rolling. If we
Yeah.
got it
Yeah.
wrong, we got it wrong.
Sorry about that, chat. I did not. Okay. This one should be a little easier. It's Lorian's now? Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, it's,
No,
it's
it was just.
Oh, is it Greenwich?
Yeah. That was
His-
okay.
His favoritism is showing again. Thank you, Ben.
No,
but I
it's
thought it was
just the next
Adrian's
one on the
turn.
list. Okay.
That's fine. That's fine. Hey, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll remember that
wait, was it not Adrian's
when your
turn?
paycheck comes around.
he was-
No, I'm like-
Oh.
My next one's gonna be Dallas for him. Okay.
Right.
All right, Taylor.
Bang.
Concord.
Yes. Conquered.
Bruh.
So 0-2. I'm gonna make them easier since. Okay. You know what? All
I
right.
get Pashogi.
Yeah, because nobody likes you.
Oh, Romeo's in the chat. He just said Willie in all caps.
Hello.
Oh, Willie B.
All right.
know if
What's
this-
the next one?
Hmm.
We're gonna find out.
This one's French. The pronunciation, I'm pretty sure, is wrong. So I'm just gonna go off of my own. Okay, Taylor, there you go.
Versailles.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, it's not Taylor. Sorry, it's Will.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it was
Will.
me. Versailles.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
0-2-1-2.
You're back for your paycheck. You're good. You're good. Yes.
All right.
Adrian needs one that's doable here. Well, what's the score?
Meatballs down
0-2-1-2.
I guess. I don't
All right,
know.
let's do lake names. You gotta do Chargog. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness, that's stupid, Lake. Oh man. All right, Adrian.
Lock in.
Oh yeah, this one's cool. Here you go.
Kalamazoo.
Yeah,
Okay.
Kalamazoo. 1-2-1-2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
This is tight.
This is sick. I like this one. Okay.
Intense.
Oh.
It's Fond du Lac, right?
Yes. On du Lac.
We've done coverage there quite a bit.
Yeah, we have done a lot of coverage up there. Shout out Wisconsin.
Now that I'm using the easier ones, that Taylor's Lorian's at 3, so we could go to 5, I guess.
So this is rigged.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you just
I'll
got
remember
cheated
that.
out of a win.
I will remember that.
What is this, a Telltale game?
Right.
Those who know, sorry. Oh. I don't even
Someone play
know.
the Jeopardy music.
Guys, I'm trying so hard to find
Does this count as Met karaoke like we were just talking about?
Okay.
This is the content you need.
Okay, for those who know, this one's in North Carolina. I'm gonna let you know.
Beaufort.
Yes.
Beaufort.
So
Beaufort.
1, 3, 2, 2. Okay, Will. This is in South Carolina.
Oh boy. If I get this wrong, Scott is going to kill me.
I
That's
think
it.
Austin's also gonna kill you.
What? Oh, it's the same one?
Yeah.
No. He just hasn't put it
No,
in.
No, it's the same one.
Different,
It's the same
different
city,
state,
but
different
different state.
pronunciation. Oh no. So the other one was Beaufort, which is how I've heard it. So I'm gonna say
Bet you.
Beaufort.
I was about to say it's
Yes.
probably that one.
Yes, Beaufort.
I was gonna
Let's
say
go.
Beaufort.
Ben, you will need to give the state with some of these because they differ locally. Yes, that's
So
why I did that.
1,
Thank you.
3, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. Adrian could have a huge comeback arc here, though.
True. Oh, this one's good. I like this one. I thought you would know this one, actually.
Give me your best shot, Adrian. Give me your best shot. I could not get that one.
I
Out.
drove 2 hours for this.
Sound it out.
We need a
Is the
timer.
S the last letter? It looks like maybe it's partially cut off.
It's an S. Here.
The S is the last letter?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nachos.
Ooh. That
Close.
sounded right.
Really close. It's Nacogdoches.
Dude, I'm not going to lie.
You want to give it
We
to
got to
him?
give that to him, bro.
All right.
That is a mission impossible.
I'm not taking it.
What is not taking? All right. What is it? 1, 3, 2, 3.
Oh, you don't want it? Okay.
He doesn't want my pity points. In his own words.
Okay.
Lorian.
This one is in Texas.
I've been there, which is so funny.
Is it just Palestine?
Nope.
Ah.
Palestine.
Yes.
Yep.
Hey!
I wasn't expecting to get that right.
Oh, boy.
Watching Adrian see this, my life's work.
To be fair, if I screw mine up, you just get a point to steal.
Well, it goes back to. Wait.
It's Will.
Yeah,
now.
Taylor. So you
Oh.
have another. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it was Lauren first, and then
Yeah.
Taylor stole it, so it's Taylor's.
Yep.
Taylor has 3, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So it's 1, 3, 3, 3. Man.
Okay.
Tucson.
Yeah, I think.
It's Tucson, bro.
Yeah, it's Tucson.
It's
says
a very known
Tucson.
city.
It says. I think the pronunciation
Tucson.
is.
Is it Tucson, Arizona?
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
it's
Tucson. It's Tucson.
Ooh.
Come back, guys. I'm
Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 3 is where we're at. Taylor could win when it gets back around to her.
You ready?
How did Adrian not get
This
Tucson?
one's in California. Will.
What?
What is that?
Zizix.
Yes.
I was about to say, it was like, there's no other way to say that.
What is that? It's like someone's cat walked on their keyboard.
They got to the end of the alphabet. They were like, I'm so tired of this.
It's like I'm sleeping, but I have.
Whoever this is must really like algebra. What even is this?
Wow. What a pull.
Okay, so 1, 4, wait.
3.
3, 4, 4? 1, 3, 4, 4. The Adrian comeback arc starts
Somebody
right
in the comments
now.
just said, dude, Natchitoches, Louisiana. Trust, we already talked about that
We
one.
did talk about Natchitoches.
I'll use that as an example. I'm from Louisiana. But it's,
Okay.
it's Adrian's turn.
There you go, Adrian.
Bruh. This might be a hard one for you.
What state
Is
is
it,
this
is
in?
it Texas?
This is in Texas.
Can I buy a verb?
Verb? Can I buy a verb? You mean a vowel?
Can I phone a friend?
Yeah, you can phone a friend. Go ahead.
Just calls Will.
Yeah, I got you.
It's almost as if there's somebody in this.
Lies to my face.
Yeah, this is the
There's
expert.
some. Yeah, there's somebody. Yeah.
All right, give it a go. Give it a
This
go.
is not the expert though. Dallas.
It's actually DeLoss.
Wrong.
So 2, 3.
2, 3, 4, 4.
Wow. Okay.
Keep in mind, like, Adrian unironically still could win if,
I'll
like,
stop giving him
you
hope.
get it
If
wrong.
we're on a
like-
generational horrible run.
Yeah.
Right. Here comes the next word for Lorian.
The boon.
Who's on 3, by the way. She can get to match point and tie
All right, this
up.
one's in California. Bang.
Ooh.
Oh,
my head's going to Gurneyville.
Is that your answer?
That is my answer.
Nope.
All right.
So, Taylor, you can win on a steal right now.
guys, I just had like major dyslexia, but infer what I'm talking about, okay? What did you say?
Gurneyville?
Gurneyville?
Like gurney, like medical gurney.
Gurneyville.
What part of California?
It does not tell me that.
Okay.
Ball.
I'm going to say Guerneville.
Nope.
Dude, Adrian, this is your chance. Wait a minute.
Lock in.
The game is on if you get this right. He's going to say, like, Texas. He's like,
Austin.
Yearnville.
Oh, it's so close. It's Guerneville. Guerneville.
Guerneville. So
Crazy.
none of us get the point.
Everything's just silent today.
So, Taylor, you're up now.
knew
And
it.
she's on match point.
It was Spanish, like oriented. I know. Well, I just didn't know.
So we have Taylor with the opportunity to win the game here right now.
Oh my gosh.
And if she gets it wrong, I could steal. And then if I get it wrong, then Adrian and Lorian both have a chance to put themselves directly into the game.
There's some of these,
Ben,
like,
let me win. Ben, let me win.
some of these I don't even know.
Ben, I'll give you $5. Let me win.
It is her birthday.
It is my birthday.
It is her birthday.
Ooh, yeah. That's
He's gonna give you.
He's going to give you Starkville, Mississippi. Yeah.
okay. Wait, who is it?
Taylor.
Me.
Taylor.
Give me
Okay.
a Louisiana name.
We're going to get there someday. We're going to get this
She
next
said
word.
she wants a Louisiana one. I'm gonna give her a Louisiana.
Oh, thank you, Ben.
That was crazy.
Happy birthday.
All right.
There you go. Happy birthday.
Wichita! It's pronounced Wichita.
Okay.
She's from Louisiana.
It's pronounced Wichita.
For some reason, it says it's Washita. There's no shot.
No. No way, right?
I mean, I guess like
No.
It
it
is an
could
A.
be. It could be pronounced both. It could. I will say I have heard it pronounced both. In my neck of the woods, we say Wichita.
All right, I'll give it to her.
But
We're going to give it to Taylor. Taylor wins the game.
Okay.
All right. Taylor,
God,
on her birthday, cashes in the victory
Yep.
in our lightning round.
I might have rigged the
We are
game, but it's
never
fine.
doing town names again because
No.
this
No, that was
is
fun.
it was fun,
That was
but we're
fun.
never doing this again because this is torture.
that was
I'm
yeah.
playing. We might do it again sometime. But yeah, a great lightning round in Taylor.
Yeah.
A little round of applause for Taylor for a little win on her birthday.
Guys, I cannot spell, so like I can't spell for the life of me. That's what I'm known for.
That is
Okay.
true.
Well, that's gonna take us to the end of lightning round. Ben, you want to send us off?
Subscribe.
I got nervous. All right, shout out Ben, man. That was a great Met Monday. We had a lot of fun here tonight, I feel like.
Who is
The
that?
streets are saying I got robbed. So.
Lorian got robbed. Dude, the streets are saying
The
Lorian
streets
got
are-
robbed
Thank you.
of
thank
the
you.
lightning round.
See, I think Texas is a beautiful state, and I love baseball. You have correct opinions all the time.
Texas Indoor Baseball says Lorian got robbed.
Thank you.
There you go. Well, shout out to everybody who made who stayed up with us here on a Monday night, joining us for Met Monday. I think it was a great show. We had a great conversation with Matthew Cappucci. We talked about hail. We talked about eclipses, weather misinformation. We did the imposter game and had some fails today, which is good. That can make for some great short form content.
Yeah. Looking
But,
at you, buddy.
Yeah, again, I want to thank Adrian again for coming down here back-to-back Mondays, making the 2-hour drive each direction to be here for Met Monday. Your commitment to what we're doing here is really incredible, and I couldn't be more grateful, and I can speak for everybody on the team in saying we all love and appreciate you very much. So thank you for coming down here for Met Monday. And again, a huge thank you to Matthew Cappucci for being our special guest. We're going to have an incredible special guest again next Monday, where we're going to be here every single Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Any final thoughts before we end off the show tonight from everybody on the panel?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Taylor.
Yeah.
I want to see
Okay.
one more round of happy birthday Taylors in the chat. Everybody, wish Taylor a happy birthday. A big 23.
22.
22.
I forget you're young. I was like, is she much older than me or much younger?
Nope, I'm
You're
much
young.
younger.
Yeah, much younger. And I knew that because he is too.
Yeah.
Everybody make sure to be here next Monday. It's going to be super exciting and
The
awesome.
big 2-2.
Yeah.
Wait, I can sing the Taylor Swift song. 22.
We're gonna get copyrighted. I know. I'm playing.
Not if I'm singing it.
Yeah, that's true. It's
'Cause I'll be
definitely
singing
the
it
AI will
off
not
key.
recognize the off
Yeah,
key.
yeah. Anyways,
It's Taylor's version.
it is.
Taylorception.
Guys,
Taylorception.
Whoa.
I'm a poet. What can I say?
Shakespeare could never
And
written
I'm a
better.
tortured poet right now.
There you go.
Oh! Yes.
Fair enough. And you know
My
what?
heart is
I
happy.
love the Taylor Swift happening right
My
now.
heart is happy.
A lot of puns going on right now. And again, this is the type of nonsense we get into here on Met Monday. So if you want to see more of it, tune in next week. We're going to be here every single Monday until like the middle of December or something when we go home for the holidays. And we'll take a few weeks off. But this is season 1 of Met Monday. We're here every single Monday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Be there. You should be there. You're here right now, so you should be here next week. No excuses. I'm watching you.
Be there or else.
Be there. But again, thank you so much to Adrian for coming down here. A big shout out to Ben, our director of production, and also a huge thank you to Matthew Cappucci for coming in and being our special guest on the show. I can't wait to announce who the special guest is going to be next week. Make sure you're tuned in for that. It's going to be another great one, as is really every single week. And the week after that, we have another really cool one, which I'll spoil it. That one's going to be Mikey Plemons, as it's going to be that Monday about a week before he goes to Brazil to go storm chase. So if you want to hear more about that, make sure you're marking Met Monday on your calendars every single Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time. I got nothing else for you guys. So without being said, I mean, have a great night.
Good
Thank you for
night,
tuning in.
guys.
Happy Met Monday, and we'll see you guys here next week.
Bye. Have a beautiful night.